Okay, Spain's doing their tank research, and they're building their airports.
Yeah, light tank research though. Oh yeah, but that is the first one that they have to do. But they are also researching the light tank cannons, so I think we could be seeing a light tank Spain.
What do you make of Bulgaria
Player's command is not
researching tanks?
Well,
What do you make of Bulgaria?
I said that at the start. I think we have a lot of tank miners on the axis. With how much they had on motorized and such. I think it's... Well, we'll see. They're all doing synthetic oil experiments. I think they have a strat where they're all going to build a shit ton of rubber. I would imagine. So I don't see the reason they would be doing synthetic oil experiments otherwise. Or maybe fuel. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see here. Russia is cooking infrastructure. Ooh, but that's very aggressive infrastructure, so to speak. To be honest. Very aggressive infrastructure. They are also going to go for an early purge, it looks like. With how they did their focus. It's a T-34, Russia. Wait. But they're building the T-35. Right. Right.
So what's the strategy there?
I don't know. I can't actually tell you.
Maybe they'll go both, medium and heavy? Is that even possible?
Well, we have seen some people try it and get demolished. But I guess they're grinding Kirov with the T-35, but I don't know how much they're actually gonna grind with it though, because it's so low grind speed in this mod. We'll see if it pays off, I guess.
Like Finland's gonna go fascist and they're gonna build mountaineers.
Wait, so what was Germany's first pick? They went Tot first, okay. So far, so good meta-wise from Germany. Also going for 4-year plan now. People tend to rush institute price controls to get those out of the way. And then they tend to go for... What is it? Actually, don't know. They go for those
the extra research slot?
It's not really needed on Germany. I think they go for some other stuff like Wagen and Build a Dam. But some people are rush the mill construction speed, but since he's doing civs, and he went for Tot Rush, I mean, and yeah, it's a Tot build. Wait, he already has the mill construction speed guy, but I guess it's for the minus consumer goods factor? And then he's gonna pick the civ guy next. Which, oh right, he doesn't have him yet. Actually, does he? Oh no, he's in the inner circle, that's what he is. I see. And now he has the army guy. Alright, looks pretty good so far in Germany, to be honest. We'll see. Going for a scaling build, I'm not sure if it'll pay off or not in the mod. I mean, Germany definitely has insane economy. But I'm not so sure if you need to build civs for too long. Golden is known for building quite a few civs. Is the thing I'm saying here. And he might think that only because now the allies can't deny Sudetenland that it's a good idea to build that many civs. Whereas, I think a lot of IC charts would prove him wrong. But he is a long, what do you call it? A long-term player. He thinks about it for the long game. He's going for the mills now. He's not going price institutes. Okay. Because, yeah, going for the mills is very smart. Day 1 production is very important. There are 18 mills as far as I remember. 5 here, 9 here. That's 14. Okay, wait. 5 plus 14. Wait, 5 plus 9 is 14, yeah. 17 mills are here. Right. And a lot of production modifiers. So that is pretty good.
So it's very interesting. Italy is actually going right side focus tree.
Oh.
Not left.
Yeah, that is interesting, actually. That is not normal. You could say
the greedy side. People usually don't like to play with the right side Italy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that is very greedy. Oh, Italy's already ended Ethiopia, which should mean the UK, yep, doing limited rearmament a bit early. That's very nice for them. That is very nice for them. UK not doing one division training in this game. They're training their entire army. They went for the 25. This is interesting. The 25% PP gain guy first. They have clicked could get there, but they haven't clicked come into the factories. Do they have the fighter yet? The fighter 1? They do. And they're not going to start producing it that much. Okay, well, neither side is building that much air. 15 on fighters on Germany and 1 on the UK. Whereas normal you would see like 50 on Germany and 60 on the UK almost by now. I mean, no, 50, whatever. All your mills basically on the UK would usually be on it. Alright, but Spain has started, and we are seeing here the setup of the Spain player, which is Vido. Vido has played Spain quite a few times. He should have it all under control. He's not going to pin Bilbao day 1. Interesting. Guess he's not a believer in that. He did do the setup properly, I would say, but he didn't, like... He has been training his units very recently, you can see. So the org is very low, which will affect movement speed and obviously how long you can stay in combat and such. Usually you want to have full org on them so you can go all the way from Madrid as fast as possible. Okay, he's going to hold the front line in the south. And, well, I mean, it's nothing bad about that, really. Did he build airports? He built airports just in a bad tile, Lyon, which is like, I guess, good for northwestern Iberia, if you want to go from Madrid day 1. So theoretically, not that bad. It is actually kind of the best airport, central in that zone. I think, yeah, it's probably the best airport.
So for those watching, the Allied air is capped by how many airports Spain, or I'm sorry, the Axis air is capped by how many airports Spain builds pre-war.
Well,
or during war, I
how
guess.
Many you start with, plus if you build, I think 3 or 4 levels, they can send another air wing, but it's capped then at that until you capture like 20 more airports levels. It's also capped by how much the sender has air. Okay, and Russia also sent their volunteers, and we should be seeing France here. Not to go away from the action, but France should... Yeah, he's now doing intervention in Spain, I see. He went for Socialist Paradise path. I'm not sure why. I haven't seen anyone pick it, actually, before. In the tournament.
Looks like Italy might have lend-leased their fighters to Spain.
It's not allowed. But they haven't? What do you mean?
These look like Italian fighters, no? Hispano Aviación?
No, I mean,
maybe not.
They are the starting air on Spain.
My bad, I was looking at the tail, it looked like an Italian flag.
Yeah. Okay, they got Madrid before the volunteers have arrived. That's nice. Actually, I think the Russians could have made it in there. Well, they didn't. That's what matters in the end. Oh, they bypassed Save the Alcazar, which is not great, but it also doesn't hurt you as much in this mod. Like, Spain can go Warrior Cove without losing stability weekly, so he's usually fine, I would say. Oh, he's even still building airports, actually. Oh, he built 4 levels here as well. I see. That's interesting.
Looks like Axis has air superiority everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's 1 fighter and 2 CAS wings on Germany.
2 CAS wings. Jesus. That's a lot of air sent. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Kind of strong.
Japan only sent 1 CAS wing, it looks like. Well. And Italy hasn't sent anything. from the looks of it, aerially.
I don't see any Soviet air.
Wait, Italy didn't even send volunteers. Okay. Okay. Is Italy sleeping, or is this the strategy? That they don't send air? Well, only one way to find out. Doesn't
look like it's needed.
Well, it doesn't look like it's needed. But versus like Russia, in this case, didn't get to do much. I mean, they also spread out their volunteers very early on, like 1 div per tile, so you're not going to do anything early. But early on, Russia can make big problems for you, usually. And, well, you would probably want to have the Italians there. It doesn't hurt, I should also say.
It kind of looks like this is an allied throw here, because there's no French volunteers that I've seen yet.
I mean, he sent. And they are...
Where are they?
Where are they? It's a great question. They're in the north. So they have been there for a little bit, at least.
Okay, so they did... Oh, they're close to Zaragoza. They didn't take it.
France has 6 volunteers. That's a lot, though. Well, so you have a spirit in the what do you call it, tournament mod. So every major gets to send 6. That is like, okay, not every major, not USA and not UK, but France, Soviets, Italy, Germany, and Japan. Those 5 majors all get to send 6 divisions. So you'll be getting 18 volunteers from the Axis usually versus 12 on the Allies. Only that this time Italy didn't send volunteers, so it was a 12v12 scenario, and they're still getting rushed down. So
shouldn't the Soviets have sent air? I'm not seeing any Allied air anywhere.
They should have, yeah.
No, I didn't see one air wing from the Soviets. I think that's a big miss.
Yeah, they haven't actually done anything with their starting air, it looks like. Alright. Yeah, that's also a way to do a lot of damage in Spain as the Soviets. Plus, you need the air XP. They're only sitting on 7 air XP right now. They don't have the air advisor, and they don't have the XP to make it cheaper either. Like, it's, I think, a big miss to not do it, to be honest. They went for the stability guy as well, not the Civ guy as we usually see. Okay, they are rushing the perch down.
I would assume that since they're going mediums, they're going air build, correct?
Well, they had like 14 on fighters, and now they're going for CAS 1 as well. So we'll see. Probably yes, but I wouldn't imagine they go super heavy into air. And they are grinding Vasily Kuznetsov, which is, I guess, a good idea. I wouldn't be grinding him, though. I would be grinding the Field Marshal, actually, yeah, Budioni, which you would apply the commando trait on. They haven't gone for it, though. You usually go for here, and you pick the commando option and apply it to Budioni. So you can go for the, once you have commando, you can click on, they already selected Skirmisher, which I'm not sure I agree with. The most OP one you can pick here is the Camouflage Expert. 25% cast reduction, and you can get it on your Field Marshal as well. And Field Marshal's traits are halved in terms of effectiveness, so they would have, well, above, yeah, almost 40% cast reduction just from generals. Did they go for that? No shot. No, they didn't. They just lost the PP. Alright, that's an unlucky purge. An unlucky purge event, I should say. The Soviets, do they have anti-air in their mountaineers? They do not. They haven't even edited the template, I think. No, this is the starting template. Wait, here. This is the starting template. Jesus. Alright, well, they really did not invest into the Spain war, but yeah. I really think you should, though. Like, it's very cost effective to invest the XP into make your templates better, to get the XP back from just fighting. We'll see.
I completely agree. There's AA on the French divisions here.
That's good, at least.
But that's why the Soviets are ineffective here. No AA and no air sent. The This is just the AI era, as far as I've seen.
Who's the Germany main? Golden Spatula. Golden Spatula is the Germany main. Alright, well I guess... Oh, Italy also left the naval treaty. Well, I don't know what event or option they would actually pick here. He's not purged yet, yeah, because that's a later purge. They would want to go behead the snake right now on the Soviets. Right now, they would want to pick it.
And they did.
They did. Good, good, good. And have they prepped the... They have prepped the Intel network. Ooh, they have not done a lot of agency. Ooh. Usually, you go agency early on the Soviets, and you steal political power from all the AI nations by infiltrating the civilian administration. Now, they haven't done that. Which is, well, preferable to do, for sure. Because you can get like 200 more political power, and especially for what they're doing with the rush of the purge, means that they want to go for all the propagandas on the Soviets from the Agatrop decisions. And once you've done 25 of them, you get this really OP buff down here, 7.5% efficiency cap and 5% core attack and defense. That's a really, really nice buff. So a lot of people tend to rush the purge so they can start clicking those decisions. Before those decisions, you need political power. You will have way less political power if you ignore the like 200 political power you can steal from the AIs. That is a very good thing to do, usually. But we'll see. Maybe they can manage the PP situation without it. I did play Soviets twice doing that build, and I didn't even have PP for doing that when stealing the 200 PP from the AIs. So I'm not sure how they're gonna solve the PP situation. Really?
Yeah, it looks more like a Civ Greed type strat.
Well, I mean,
I suppose.
No Russia would be... I mean, some Russias might build mills by now, but you don't really want to until you have the mill construction speed. Either way, which is, you know, slightly hard to get. Like, they're going down for it as fast as they can while also rushing the purge. So, I wouldn't say it's a Civ Greed, per se.
I was just thinking because no agency, it saves the civs, but...
Yeah, but they didn't even go for the civ guy, you know? So I really don't think it's a civ greed build. I think they're gonna go mills ASAP. Like, even people who don't civ greed tend to go for the civ guy.
Yeah, I think it's a miss to not go that agency there. Okay, so they're holding up okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're just roaching in Barcelona now, trying to get as much XP out of this war as possible. Russia needs to start using their XP, I feel like. They could pick Professional Officer Corps, which would be really good, I guess. They could go for the High Command thingy for getting traits. They could... There's a lot of stuff you need, kinda, to do on Russia to optimize your build, you know? But as you said, actually, this Allied team, this is their first test build. To be fair.
See how it goes. We've seen teams do odd things and come back, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how Africa goes and then how Asia goes.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm only seeing 3 Russian Mountaineer divs.
They have 6.
I don't know if I've lost any. They have 6?
Yeah, you can tag to Russia and you'll see them.
Okay. Okay.
I kind of want to remove ambient sounds. See your audio? That wasn't it. Options. Effect volume? Ah. No, because I want to have those effects. Well, I could have it just a little lower. There you go. They got that event twice. Russia's been so unlucky with the events, actually. Unlucky.
So Germany did go professional officer corps, and it looks like they are grinding.
Yeah,
See what they got generalized. They're grinding von Bach, and they have Blomberg as the field marshal. Von Bach is almost level 5.
Yeah, they haven't really grinded him that well, though. They're using 20 woods to grind. Which is suboptimal.
I would have expected him to have level 5 by now.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely you could have it. They're also not killing off any pockets right now, so that is, I guess... I'm not sure why they're not killing off the pockets. It's super good for the general, usually. Oh, they're about to have Infleader and Organizer on Fembach. On the book. Trying to push out the... oh yeah, they have so much cast damage here that they're gonna just be rolling the Soviet divisions. I mean, they could walk in, and it looks like they will. France trying to pin, but yeah, a lot of cast damage there. Are they gonna end Spain without killing anything? Oh no, he's just clicking it. I see. Okay, they could take the mountain tile now and force the Russians to get their volunteers away. And they seem like they're gonna go for it. He's actually just support attacking. Interesting. I think the Russians and the French will recall their volunteers here. Do Germany have combined arms advisor in this mod? If not, why not train Cav leader? They do not. Or let me be clear. You do have a guy with Cav leader, but you would have to not purge this guy in the Germany focus tree. You would have to go for left side. Oh, you went Himmler now and Hess. Oh, you did go Speer as well, I see. Okay, let me just replace... Which would he replace? Speer, right? Yeah, I don't need to click those. I don't know why I do. But yeah, he would need to go for Hien von... Yeah, whatever. The left side, which is inferior compared to the right side of Germany. So... we'll see what he ends up doing. He's going for the Luftwaffe focus now. And what Mio did he pick for his fighters? He's using Daimler-Benz, okay, to grind on the tanks. He went for Focke-Wulf, okay. And is he rushing the advanced Hygge? No, yeah, well, he's gonna have that soon, actually. If he just goes for it now, he'll have it. Oh, 100% modifier. But it's for all electronics. So you wouldn't want to apply it on that, I guess.
So Japan is building a ton of converted deck carriers.
Yeah, so they convert like reserves or battleships to carriers. The Japan player's a big fan of naval bombers. That's only like carriers are the only ship he likes, I think. So I think we'll be seeing a lot of those. A lot of those.
Germany going for the improved TAC. They also have the long-range naval bomber researched.
Yeah, they're just grinding Mio. Like,
gotcha.
If you apply the Mio to your research, you get funds to the Mio, which gives you buffs to production and such, and how good your fighters are. Even you just research a heavy naval bomber, for example, right? Your normal fighter would become better just because the MIO becomes better, essentially. Yeah, but Germany is now grinding another guy. Elwald von Kleist. Okay, so what are they trying to apply to him? Armor. No, commando. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Commando. And they're grinding right now Ranger, Infantry Leader, Organizer, and Urban Assault. I mean, we'll see. I don't think they're gonna get any of those traits. There's simply not enough resources. I mean, well, guns in the Spanish divisions for that. And Spain is also grinding a little bit. He's grinding Hillfighter 96% is very good. He's just now started grinding Ranger. I think you should instead try to finish off. Well, Mountaineer would be easier in a way, but not right now, I guess. Urban Assault might be the play then. Spain has no resources to produce anything. Wait, actually, let me take a look. Lowy, Hungary. Monk, Romania. It's College, that guy from College, and Towns on Italy, and Abra on Bulgaria. Of course, Golden and Zoomer, Germany, and someone else. Golden, Zoomer, and... I don't know who that is, because of the name being different. And then we have Henrik and... who was it again? Henrik and... Sulu on Japan. Two actually pretty decent Japans. I think Sulu is a good compensation for having Henrik on Japan. Henrik is a very navally dominant person, so they'll have like the real life drama with the army versus the navy here. Because Henrik will try to steal every resource he can to do a navy. Whereas Sulu will probably do the opposite. He will try to get the land army some stuff. And for even more reference, last time this Japan... Henrik played Japan, they didn't have an army, but they had a navy that beat everybody. But they got right-clicked everywhere. Like, they just got overrun on land. So, that was the last time he played Japan. So, as I said, very naval-dominant personality, so to speak.
I don't think they built...
operative guy, okay.
Did they build... Does this look like they're starting dockyards?
As who?
Japan.
Well, they're only building mills.
37. They're only building mills. And no tax for China. Looks like they're going for their first collab. Unless I'm mistaken.
It should be their third almost. It is their third.
Oh boy.
So
okay, it's their third?
I mean, you can look, you know. Oh, they're
say under compliance.
The battleship very early on Italy, very early. So I guess he rushed a bonus on it or something. He went for the steel and the resource gain. Did he go? Oh, he's limited. Yeah, I see. Because you get put on limited here. Did he? Yeah, he did go for the. Wait, what? No, that's just the doctrine bonuses. Oh no, but he did go for a year ahead of time battleship bonus. I see, and then the battery bonus. Okay. It was a worth day one research, I guess. And the battery gets a bit later, but should be fine. You can just refit them on for some of the ships. They have 60 dockyards almost. Oh yeah, they're only gonna build to 60, even though there's no naval dockyard caps. They're still gonna commit to that. They're building some light cruiser screen day one. It has a Russian name? No way he's Russian. Towns isn't Russian. Neither's College. Alright. UK going up on air slightly. Still 26 on tanks. Wow. What's training here? Oh. Okay, the UK has a starting heavy tank. I guess that is. How many heavies is this? Oh. Oh, this is a heavy tank. I thought the Matilda was a light tank, but it's a heavy. I just realized. Wow. So heavy tank research on the UK, and they're building 7 more. But how good are these? Not very? to be honest. Not very good. Supply usage of 10. That's like where you lose me, you know? That is devastating. But yeah, also the stats are not great. But I guess if they refit it with a better cannon, which they are rushing for doing, then yeah, I guess it could be doable. They had the day 1 production on it, I believe. So it should be worth
Okay, that's Anschluss.
Oh, really now? Now, I'm not sure if we'll see a World Tension Cup. No, we will not, because it's November. Whoa. It's November in US Anschluss. That's a very late Anschluss, in fact. Very late Anschluss. And they went for Albert Kesselring instead of Hermann Göring, which makes all your air 2.5% cheaper. Alright. But more air XP, at least they will have.
I think you've talked about this on past streams. I don't think you favor Himmler, right? Himmler? In terms of the inner circle on Germany?
Where's Himmler? Oh,
right in the middle.
Himmler. Yeah, no, you usually go for Goebbels. He is, well, giving you some more stability, war support, fascism. I don't know. I guess you also get surrender limit, which could be good. But some people tend to go Himmler. Could be good for the intel stuff, I guess. I'm not so sure, though. You also get a special forces compliance, but you lose compliance by going Himmler. Although you get less resistance. I guess, yeah. Oh. I'm not a fan of him, but it is what it is. I would go Göring as well every time. Oh, I think he might. Or it's just that they haven't started their last focus on any of the bottom parts yet. I hear birds? Is that is that on yours?
Sorry.
Ah.
It is. I also have a dove that sometimes likes to go in my fireplace, my chimney.
Amazing.
Can't believe you hear that. It's springtime. They're out there doing their thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the Japan war, and we're gonna go 2-speed for that. Good that I noticed for once. Okay, so what is Japan's? So I think Spain is not very interesting to look at. I want to see what their strat is for Japan here, to how they're gonna kill off China. Okay, going for Tianjin day 1. Got it very fast. They have pin going on right there now. I think they're doing 20 wits, or is it 30s? They're doing 30 wits for China. Okay. So they'll have fewer divisions, so it's harder to snake, but they have better divisions, of course. And they're not going to go for Shanghai day 1. Interesting. No Shanghai invasion.
Okay, they encircled Beijing, and it looks like they do have maintenance companies, so they won't attrition as much, right?
Yeah.
Or at all?
No, not at all, basically. We'll see here. In the last...
I'm seeing some attrition.
Yeah, but if you go to the last month, it's 160 guns, but we gotta check, are all of these divisions the same? Are all of them that template, so to speak? No, they have some stuff in the home islands that are not. That. I would imagine, if they have full equipment, they shouldn't attrition, really. Okay, so they don't have full equipment.
Blocked.
Basically. Straight blocked? Oh yeah, in the south, right? Yeah.
In Hainan, but there's still a division down here and they left.
They never killed that. 2 days. Okay, they're gonna get it in time. They're gonna get it in time, I think. It's down to the last 24 hours now, but yeah, they're gonna get it in time, it looks like. Wait. Oh, that's very close. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. There are 10 civilian factories in Hainan. Yeah, when you try to do something fast and end up doing it slower, it's one of those moments. They were quick to land there, then didn't want to bother actually finishing off the division in there, and then it came back to bite them because they want to be fast in other places.
They may have realized their mistake. The naval invasion is still up.
Yeah, yeah. Like, they realized the mistake, right? You probably don't want to do the mistake in the first hand, usually. So they have so much equipment. They could make way more 30 wits. Way more. Like, currently, they're only sitting on how many? 64. This is less than in base game TFB. And you have more economy. So, I mean, you should have more, is what I'm saying.
Man, still not producing any tax or CAS.
Yeah, but you have enough to start off with, so to speak, for China, but it's more about getting later on. Yeah, it's so good to grind your Mio as well. Like, I don't know. I don't agree with what they're doing, but it is what it is. Now, if they're doing naval monkeyness, probably they should go for the dockyards now, I'd imagine. Or going for the cheaper doctrine could also be... Okay, they're going for a point Tojo. That's also an option, for sure. Going for the middle for dockyards here, so you have so much good on Japan that it's hard to decide sometimes, to be honest. Interesting grind in Spain from Axis, to be honest. And yeah, okay, wait. So there hasn't been 30% world tension, and is Germany rushing Sudetenland is the question. No, they're not. So there's not going to be any war economy either coming in. Germany went for Ludwig Kober for the division training time. All right. What? Okay, they're gonna do Speer, and I guess appoint him as the new Führer as well, if I had to guess.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. They kicked Todt out of the circle. Well then. Not sure how it works. But...
Speer gives you more production or construction speed?
Production, and Todt is construction speed, and Göring gives you retention, efficiency base, resources, and cheaper air. And guns, actually. Not that much cheaper guns, but cheaper guns. But yeah, I mean, the air being 7.5% cheaper is the magical part of him. Like, it's really, really good. If you want to win the air war, you always go Göring. Otherwise, you don't really have a chance of winning the air war. But, you don't have to rely on the air war either. I mean, Germany's doing 10 on AA, heavy AA, day one. So, I mean, should be fine on that end, I guess. In 175 days, they're having the first wave upgrades done.
That sounds strong.
It is pretty strong.
Japan's going for Nianyang. They invaded Shanghai. They also went back to Henan.
Oh yeah, gonna finish it off
However you pronounce
properly
it.
this time, yeah. At least there's not a division in there. They don't even need to finish it this time. There's no division in there. Like, and now they're doing it. All right.
How did they get out? Did they unstraight block it? Did they unstraight block the
they could have
Henan
just
region?
pulled out through the port.
Oh, I see.
I'd imagine that's how they got out. First wave has
China
spawned.
doesn't.
It's mostly going to the north, looks like.
Would you recommend encircling Beijing so that the waves don't spawn as fast?
They do spawn just as fast.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Japan not going for the supply hub, sitting right in front of their faces here in Jiangsu. It's like on the north-ish. I mean, it's a very good supply hub, because after that, you only have this one on that side of the river. Oh well, Okay,
Maybe
now
they're worried
attacking
about
with
their
2
own division
divisions.
supply.
Huh?
Maybe they're worried about their own division supply there, not
They
being
have
able
full
to push.
supply. I mean, why
In front
wouldn't
of
they then
Zhengzhou?
take the supply hub?
Oh, I see. I see. You down here?
No, it's up. I mean, what? It's how do you say? East of Zhengzhou.
Oh, I see. I see. They were going for it.
Yeah, but only with 2 divisions after, like, taking other tiles around it. I don't know. Like, you see how they're having bad supply to the left of that supply hub? If they just used all their divisions sitting around it to click it, they would have full supply. Oh, but they went for Nanjing very fast. Okay. Might see a second wave spawn soon there. Panea incident has happened. That's good for the US player. Let's take a look there, actually. I will take a quick looky-loo. He's building civs. Agricultural Adjustment Act. Alright, slightly late on it, but what else has he done? He's done this and this. Okay. Okay. 28% war support right now in the US. That's good. Okay. Also went for the 25% PP gain guy. I'm still not sure if he's worth it.
You called it.
Spending so much PP on the Mios. What is he producing navally? Super heavy battleships.
Big ego time, baby.
Super. He's using 25 of his dockyards on convoys. All right. I will tell you right now, if he's gonna produce the convoys for that long, I don't think he is. I think he's doing them shortly because he's almost has the heavy battleship hull. So it's fair enough. You do need to produce some convoys on the US probably, but yeah, honestly, that's fine. All right, taking a look at.
So will these ships be converted?
Yeah, I would imagine so. It's just cheaper to build them like that.
They have 4 of the big guns on them. The super heavies he's producing in USA has 4 of the big battleship guns on them.
Wait, that much?
Yeah, usually they make that empty, right?
They do.
And then convert later.
Empty, and they usually put max heavy attack on them. Instead, he put, well, he put a floating airfield on them. I'm not sure why, like... He's missing out on 30 heavy attack. By not doing that. Oh well. It is what it is.
So what would you say? Not the most meta game so far, but very interesting, huh?
I mean, that's the thing. We don't actually know the full naval meta. I'm not sure if doing as they're doing, right? Like the okay, France could be going partial right now. He should be.
Yep.
But
Cool.
yeah, right. You probably want to be doing. Oh, he did so many of these. Okay. France is civ maxing. It looks like. But we don't know the full naval meta so far, but what they're doing doesn't look like the new naval meta, so to speak. France also researching battleships. Alright. Wait. Oh, cruisers. Okay, cruisers they're refitting. Or building, I should say. This ship they're building, Rilliot and Dunkirk class. I think that's the starting ships, yeah, it is. And this is Sudetenland now. That is actually gonna push it over 30% world tension. Yeah, because it's 4%. Alright. Oh, yeah, Spear is going to be the pick of the Axis. It is confirmed. Yeah. And they did do this correctly. No, Germany's build looks fine, I would say. At least in comparison to what they're fighting, right? Like, it's a very low on air UK compared to normally, which they're, well, more than matching. Normal UK builds, like what we normally see, would be winning the air war right now, but they're 30 on tanks and 30 on guns. So they will not be having green air on the Allies.
So they're actually going to bring those tanks to North Africa, huh? Don't think I've ever seen that before.
I haven't seen a tank UK in the metagames either. I mean, so we'll see. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. We'll see. Have they done the infra focuses on Germany? They have done the south. I see. Okay. I see. Oh, they have a bunch of 90 and 100 slots here. Yeah, Germany has a lot of good infrastructure. Now, yeah, I would imagine they rushing down for fate of Czechoslovakia. Maybe even doing an early Ribbentrop to get the tank treaty. We'll see if Germany's going to go heavies this game. It doesn't look like it since he has no research of any of this stuff. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Okay, they already have almost level 5 Focke-Wulf on Germany. That's pretty good. In mid 38, so level 6 by war, definitely. Definitely. What are they producing here? They're doing TDs now and such. I see. What? But this doesn't have any piercing though. But I guess they're gonna refit the cannon. Yep, fair enough. They're gonna refit the cannon of these. What are these? Light tanks? PCK. Panzer 3. No, they're the mediums. Okay. And they're refitting for some SPA as well. But the air attack is very low on that SPA. At least it's fast. But the German tanks are capped at 6 kilometers an hour already. So I'm not so sure. They've already refitted to welded and the... Oh, okay. I imagine... This is a fine suspension. But I would have imagined they went for... Wait, what am I even talking about right now? No. Germany looks very good so far. They made the proper refits and everything. So they're gonna refit this next, and then I guess next is the cannon. They're not even going for the heart attack cannon, which is a good choice. You just want to be rushing this, basically. But I'm not so sure if they're gonna refit for this cannon or not. That is my big question. What about it? After about 30 minutes, he never reads chat or says anything. He reads it, but we too dumb or say dumb, stupid shit. Also true. I mean, I'm concentrated on casting, you know. But I mean, if you guys got questions, you can ask. That's probably the best thing, you know, for me as a caster. What do you guys have as questions for what's going on? There's no delay, so you guys can just shoot. Oh yeah, right. I don't even have YouTube chat up. That is also a pro caster move. Just ignore.
My bad, Dinkus. I didn't have your chat up either.
I don't know. All good. Let me see here now. YouTube chat, you're up as well. Show UK tank, but I wouldn't say it's a finished tank chat. Like, it's like kind of useless to show it since, yeah, they're going for this cannon here. So we don't know the stats yet. We don't know the stats yet. So what they're currently producing is this tank. But they're going to have a better cannon. We know that because we see them researching it. So the stats you see are not what they're going to have. You know what I mean? Well, the UK will be refitting tanks. What are German TD tank designs? Fair enough, we can check that. I mean, we already checked that. We just did. We just did. Brother. But I think, again, he's also going to refit that, you know? I'd imagine.
So it was interesting. The UK on their MIO just went speed 10%, production output cost plus 5%. I know you're not a fan of speed. What do you think about that pick?
Wait, let me take a look here. I just got a message. The Allies got a crash. Yeah, that is not what you should go, ideally. But it is what it is. UK co-op. Okay. Well, then,
Soviets are producing
oh, there you
medium
go.
tanks.
The new Romania also crashed. Okay.
All right, I'll be right back, Dinkus.
Mm-hmm. Bo asked and you ignored him? When did Bo ask what? What did Bo ask? UK tank is pretty high stats for 38. Well, just a light tank cannon. It doesn't actually have high stats, so to speak. I'm scrolling up. I don't see any messages from Bo. Well. And there's Monk. Hello? There you go. There's YouTube chat. Will you marry me? That's not what I wanted, YouTube chat. How does it feel to be Berlin core Ricardo Milos streamer? Truth nuke. What is this? Yeah, what about that tank, Thomas? High heart attack, but I mean, I think he just asked like a module, right? I mean, we can check. I'll go back in. I'd imagine it's like France. You have a hard or a soft attack module. He went for the hard attack module. All right, we're gonna pause again. So no AI, nope. Yeah. So let's check here, and no. Yeah, honestly, what is giving so much heart attack then? 26, 26. We just saw the wrong stats earlier, I would imagine. Or... yeah, no, I mean, this is... yeah, it was just the fake stats earlier. The actual stats are this. 300... 221. So that is not optimal, I'd have to say. Yeah. That's not 41 tanks. You know? It's like, Germany can have those stats easily in 39, you know? So can Canada, and so can... yeah, whatever. But I agree, it looked kind of scuffed. But I mean, if you see the French tanks optimally made... like, if I just go in here, he's not doing tanks, is he? No, he's not. But, okay, we go into the 2C chassis here, the heavy, and you would go for... well, he doesn't have even... light tank cannon. Wow. How does he not have light tank cannon? Oh. Right, it's a medium turret on the heavy. Ah yeah, ignore that. You have that cannon and then... oh, wait. Is it just like this? Well, they're not insane then, to be honest. I'll just do an additional, I guess. But you usually have a light tank cannon and then you have pretty high stats anyhow. I made a build on France where I got, and no, it was very low amount of infantry, but I ended up getting here 9 equipped tanks worth of, and then why it says it does not equipped is because the guns are not in the tanks. But it's 628 soft, 320 hard, and I mean 34 piercing, 45 armor. You can get 9 of these for as France for this date, theoretically, right? Doing a bit of inf, you get slightly less, but still the stats are, you know, the stats are possible to produce since day one, basically.
Chat's asking, who do you think will win?
Oh, that's the wrong heavy even. Yeah, right, because that was the 2C, and I was supposed to look at the B1. The B1, ah, right. Truth nuke, thank you for telling me that. Right. Right. Truth nuke. And you do this cannon. Ah, there you see. I mean, you usually go, though, for... I mean, you could stay light cannon 1. That is doable. But you could also go for what I did in that build, where I rushed the light turret 2, and also I went for the light cannon 2 to boost the stats slightly. Mostly you do it for the piercing, I would say, because the piercing of the light cannon 2 here is, yeah, 40 compared to what you get from the first one. I don't want to go into the template and look. 30. So it's, yeah, a third more piercing, which is good.
So at this point, chat's asking, which side do you favor, Axis or Allies?
As it looks right now, it's way too early. I mean, you can't decide a winner in 38, you know? There hasn't been a combat yet. We don't know what either side is doing. They're both off meta, so to speak, in terms of the strategies they're using. It's not something we have seen before. So we don't know how it's gonna go against each other, really. But if you'd want me to bet money on it, I would say the Axis are looking better right now. With what they're producing compared to what the Allies are producing, because that's all we have to go off of. The Axis looks better in terms of production and research, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say as well. Okay, what action do we have going on around the map? So it looks like China is a little stalled out.
Yeah, you know how, like, I said, like, 8 months ago in game, France has PP to go partial. He should go partial. Do you think he's gone partial?
No, he hasn't.
No, he has not. Hey, it's only 25% construction speed on mills and 5% less consumer goods. Meow.
Yes, I'll marry you, Cosmic.
We got scented candle. Oh my god, we do have scented candles, guy. Hello, Quandangle.
Scented candles in chat.
I remember the first time I read that comment. My ex didn't really understand it, but I did. I could relate.
Explain, what does it mean? You having a date with your girlfriend? Was that what it was?
I think I was just sitting in the couch and I saw a comment saying, "I'm infertile from eating scented candles," by Mr. Quandingle here, with a Trump profile, mugshot profile picture. And I chuckled to myself, and she was like, "What? What are you looking at?" And I showed her the comment, and she was like, "Why would you laugh at that? Like, what's wrong with you?" But I find it quite hilarious, actually.
I mean, it was ironic. like, what the heck? What do you like for scented candles? Like roses?
What
birthday
taste?
Cake? Vanilla?
Vanilla tastes good.
Mm.
Jag är svensk förresten. No shot. No shot. He's Swedish as well. So, I mean, that's where you see the Swedish humor is obviously superior. Oh, Germany is going for the small HV cannon. So I think he's going to put it on his TDs. Not that it has more piercing than the actual medium cannon, because it has 60 piercing versus the 60 piercing the medium cannon has. But at least he gets it earlier to fit on his tanks. But I don't see why he would go TDs in a situation where he's fighting an inf France. I mean, for Africa, sure, but for Africa you already have the medium cannon tanks, so you don't actually improve your piercing, right? I don't see the reasoning. Yeah. For Africa is when you would maybe need them, right? But you have a UK heavy tank with... I mean, it's just about game knowledge. Do they know that the UK doesn't get high armor on their tank? Because they don't. I mean... Could they go for more armor? They went for 10% speed on the heavy. No shot. It gives also 5% extra production costs. So it's more expensive now as well.
They're going to be able to escape really well.
Yeah, that is a true moment. They have 27 armor. Yeah, Germany pierces that with normal medium cannons. Don't need the TDs. But I guess if he wants to stay... If he would want to... Wait, is he converting? Wait, no, I gotta check Germany. If he would want to stay... The old cannon... Oh my god, he's gonna go for the improved cannon. Okay, so what Germany's doing here... Usually what we see Germany's do is stay on this cannon, which is less soft, less hard, but not by much. But what people do is they produce this until they get the medium cannon one instead of doing this assault gun cannon. But he goes for the improved assault gun cannon, which is better early on. You will have an easier time in Europe and such. But you have then wasted a lot of IC in terms of that you have to refit your tank twice for the full cost to the medium cannon later. So, yeah, you're just paying double, basically. Doesn't speed convert into a bit of breakthrough or something like that? Maybe mentally, but not in game. Maybe mentally. I'm not too well read on the subject, to be honest. That's very little rubber being built on Germany. Is the mine? Are the miners building rubber? Not yet, but they have the rubber tech. Okay, like Hungary has the rubber tech. Romania doesn't have the rubber tech. Oh, but has it in 11 days. Wow. Are they gonna build rubber on the Axis? Like on all the miners? Romania, Bulgaria doesn't have it. And he's not researching it either. Not right now, at least. Okay, Italy does not have the rubber tech. I see. Okay, interesting though. So they're building now the Battleship 3. Oh yeah, they're building a lot of the Battleship 3. That's a lot. And they're gonna do the proper refit compared to the US. They're gonna refit the cannons on to pay way less resources. And even with paying this little resources, look how much they're trading away. Even while doing such a cheap ship. But I mean, I guess in the US case, it could be worth to boost the UK. I guess. Spain building a bit of basic medium tanks, but I guess he's gonna refit them later. Russia, 235 mils. That's a decent mill count right now, although they haven't done agency. That's what you have to put into that calculation, so to speak. And I believe this is a Russia that did... Yeah, they already did the mill focuses. I see. So it's not as impressive then to have 235 by now. And they rushed the purge, but they didn't rush the purge decisions. Like they haven't... Yeah, they didn't rush the third slot open here. Which I think is a bit of a mistake.
SAF is... Canada's going mediums and SAF is actually going an infantry build.
I agree with that. Like, if he's actually going inf, then I agree with that, to be honest. Going AA2 I don't agree with, but going for heavy AA I would agree with. But yeah, no, definitely, like, infantry SAF is very viable. You have a very good advisor, like, you have the defense advisor, then you have 10% attack in defense infantry advisor. You have plenty of manpower to do it. People just think of SAF as a tank nation because it has chromium, literally. I mean, Canada has the same tanks as SAF has. I guess tank Mio is where they differ, but Canada could get that tank Mio, just a little bit less efficiently. But yeah, going mediums on Canada could be a good choice. I'd even consider putting my manners to doing info in Canada, to be honest.
I'm going to say that the Allies are not going to be able to hold North Africa. It looks like the only anti-tank country is UK.
Canada's done quite a big mess up in a way. He has not applied the Mio to the production line, so it's not actually improving anything. The production line Mio is not improving. Okay, we had a guy crash now. Yeah. Alright. I
think he upgraded the Mio at all.
Canada, no. I mean, he has
doesn't have any
level
trade
0,
points.
and yeah, he hasn't applied it to the production, so it's never gonna improve, so to speak, that much. He has 6 mills building with a Mio. Yeah. Oh, Australia's mill count is quite good. Honestly, this is looking quite good, and he's getting the 10% mill construction speed here he's going for, and 10% efficiency base as well he's gonna get. So that's pretty good. He's going for some infra, and also he's gonna go steel refs later. Oh, there you go. He's already back on Australia.
Looks like he's going heavy AA2 to get the piercing. I don't know. Do you think that'll work out in North Africa?
Heavy A2 is very good. It's like having, I wouldn't say one anti-tank 2 battalion, but it's like you don't have to have an anti-tank 2 battalion, and you get the maximum amount of CAS reduction. With a UK that has already lost the air war, I would want the maximum CAS reduction. So going for heavy A2 on the Allies is a very good thing. Alright, we're already going again. That was a really fast hot join, Jesus. Wow, that was actually not even noticeable, basically.
See, chat, Packer did fix something.
We do love Parker.
Parker and Packer. Would you say game is more stable this game?
Okay, now, don't ask me questions like that.
Okay, it seems more stable to me.
Don't talk. The timing of your question could not be worse. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, it is modded.
Like France crashed as soon as you asked that question.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Seems way more stable right now. France crashes. But no, it does seem more stable. But we didn't have crashes pre-Danzig before. That's a thing. So hopefully we just have crashes pre-Danzig this time.
France just got karma'd for still being on early mob. That's what it was.
Yeah. Is he still on early mob? No shot.
Yeah.
Oh god. He could have been early, like partial for a year soon.
Shut up, Cosmic.
Oh, there we have him.
Germany's going SPAA.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I might have been in the bathroom when you said that.
And the hot trends are at least fast. You know, like, we're going to be able to start in a second here. Come on, France, you can do a ready up. I think he just hasn't clicked ready. That's it. I wish that would kinda ought to do it, but also it would be hard if you wanted to switch players. There we go.
I cannot wait to see North Africa. This is going to be very interesting.
I'm not sure how it'll go. Like how they'll hold it and such on the Allies.
All right, Italy's going AA2 and heavy AA2 simultaneously. Building Marines. Let's see here. So they've got some 20 wits in North Africa so far. Training.
20 wits? I mean, yeah, 20 wits could work. Depends. If the Allies do an all-on push, you definitely want to have some stuff ready to be able to push back. Oh my god, Italy has heavy artillery divisions as well. No shot, he's doing heavy arty mountaineers or something? Marines. No? What is he using for heavy arty? Oh, his basic infantry has 2 heavy arty. I'm not really sure why, but okay. There's 15 mils on that, okay. Each to their own, as I like to say. 65 dockyards, going for the refit ship speed. Ah, so I guess he has his modules already, or is going for them. So he needs the refit speed. No carriers on Italy, though. Taking a quick look at Japan. This is not the fastest China we have seen, so to speak. But it's at least a safe one. Like, they're obviously going to be able to kill China here. That's at least a good thing. 86 proper divisions with not actually a stockpile of guns, but almost 2,000 artillery in stockpile. Negative on trucks, negative on trains, but it looks fine, I would say.
Are Soviet volunteers allowed in China? No. I don't see any, but...
No.
Okay. And is Manchu playable?
No, no.
Okay.
95% bonus for doctor. Was that real in my eyes, what I saw there? I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was for
Japan is going dockyards now.
They're going dockyards? Yeah. So they already have 90, so they've been doing for quite a while, and they're going up to maybe 110, it looks like. Let's take a look at the US also building dockyards fully. Have they gone for they are going to Ocean Navy Act, so I guess they're going to go Maritime Commission next. They have already done giant wakes, so yeah, that is a fair timing to go for dockyards. I mean, you're on Civ Eco, you might as well. Yeah, I don't know how many dockyards they're going to go on the US, but I would say we could see almost 200 dockyards. It depends. With Japan going this high and earlier, you would kind of have to, in a way, to go that high.
So Japan is actually producing super heavies, but they're empty, so they'll convert later?
Yeah.
So they should have an advantage in terms of ships.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's the same cannon on the super heavies, actually. You don't actually get a better super heavy cannon, so they'll have the same stats per ship, so to speak. It's just that they built them more efficiently in terms of resources, but not in terms of then... IC, but they have more IC since they have more dockyards, so they compensate in that way. Okay, Germany is gonna have 60 divisions for Danzig, maybe more. I mean, he has a stockpile of 10,000 guns so far, 6 months to go until Danzig, so we'll see. Maybe they do end up being 20 on guns and 20 on artillery. I feel like it's very high. 12 on heavy A as well. All right. Only 70 on air on Germany, and the UK is only 60. I mean, just to put it into perspective, UK is usually 150 mils by now on air. Oh, he's only got 111. And Germany is usually 150 as well. It's a very low air game compared to what we normally see.
It's like UK spying on Germany, so I think they're seeing what they're doing and maybe matching Germany, I would guess.
Well, they're not matching Germany. They're being almost outproduced 2-1. But that's because Germany has cheaper air and more mills on air. So
Germany matching
is...
in their mind.
No. Like in your mind, it's like saying, I mean, they can't be this unaware. I think that Germany has cheaper air because also Germany has always, yeah, no, they know this because Germany is always, even in their mod that they play, had cheaper air. And they're 20 less on air, so I would say, yeah, Germany's almost 2-1 outproducing them. I mean, we could check right now. Germany's producing 1.7 fighter 2s per day. UK is producing 1.1. Okay, so it's not 2-1, but it's about 50% more Germany's producing.
And it looks like they have 50% more fighters.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
UK has 700 deployed with how much in stockpile? 500-ish. Okay, let's just say 500%. That's 1,200 fighters on the UK. And there is 25 in stockpile for Germany with 1.4k deployed. What?
So
I want to put this into perspective.
thought.
A normal, like normal as in the previous games we have seen, both sides have more than twice this air count. Both sides have more than twice. So I'm not sure. I mean, since both sides have equally less, then maybe it's the same balance. Maybe.
I guess we'll see when we get to North Africa.
Yeah. They have built up Oberbayern, that one and that one. And I think Berlin starts as level 10. Chilean Earthquake? I have never seen this event before. What?
No, it's normal, I think. Maybe not in this mod, but in vanilla, I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen this in this mod. Okay. So we're closing in on war. Italy has no divisions in Africa anymore. I mean, I guess he's waiting for the actual war before he starts putting divisions there. Is he, by the way, producing... He's making naval forts on the Dokadonis and on Benghazi. Okay. So he's counting on getting invaded in Dokadonis, which is a fair assessment. I would kind of do that if I was the Allies and wanting to push him. But then he's building in Benghazi. I don't know how needed that is, so to speak. I think you'll have quite a easy time holding it, usually. If you just build up the
I think it's a bit risky since North Africa is not built up yet.
I mean, it depends. He doesn't have to join straight away. That, like, theoretically, if Germany goes the earliest possible war, 1st of June, Italy wouldn't have to join for July, August, September. So the 1st of September, 39. That is in like 6 months. So, I mean, 6 months is about what it takes to build up Africa fully with everything and a little bit extra. So he should be fine if he starts building it up soon, I would say. The Golden is using these SS divisions or whatever he gets. Wait, did he do a left side Germany? No, he went for a right side Germany. Alright. Interesting. I mean, that's what you should do. He needs to go Molotov rather soon if he wants. Oh yeah, he did Ural Bomber program. That is fully valid pick. I mean, you need that focus basically before war. 15% air range is very good. Very, very good. Searching the next gun and such. He's not even going for the next cannon on Germany for tanks. Okay. I mean, sure.
Is that a valid strategy against a medium tank Soviet?
I mean, he will have different tanks against the Soviets. That's in over 2 years that war is. But it's more about the Allies. If the Allies would have a proper amount of tanks out It could be risky to not have the best cannon. I don't know though. What he's doing might be fine. He's making 2 more mediums, and he already made 6 of them sitting in Stettin. So he's counting on having 8 tanks for war, which looks not doable, but touche, I guess. Yes, no doctrine. Usually people have full doctrine on Germany by now. Huh. Oh well. He has to hope then that France doesn't have a optimal build, so to speak, because if France has... Well, France is like 30 mils behind the last France we saw. So I guess not. He's building a military land warfare facility in Madagascar as well. Okay. I'm not sure what he's gonna use it for though. Like, what is he currently using it for? Super heavy railway gun. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's worth it. Who knows?
Researching the dual purpose artillery. Definitely not going to be brought to bear during the France war here.
No, I think he's counting on having it in Africa and later on and such. I would imagine. He's going for artillery radio 1 and infantry radio 1. He will have them by war-ish, but will he have the radios for that? He will not. He will be negative on radios. Alright. Has he gone up on radios? Nope.
I think this is a pretty quick fall of France here. I don't see a lot of AT
also, France
going in the divisions.
France doesn't apply his MEO, which is 3% cheaper artillery and 5% efficiency gain. Yeah, it's a big miss, to be honest. Really need to be applying those MEOs. UK is building up Africa a lot. It looks like an LLM hold with how they're building it up. And they're building up the railway, so they're going to go from Port Sudan for supply in Africa. Alrighty then. Cairo's also getting radar levels. Sinai is getting a port. They're building naval ports in Gibraltar and such. Alrighty then. Wait a minute. The UK never even used the fighter bonus for fighters. Oh god.
Oh my god.
They're going for that focus now. They haven't gotten all the mill focuses. They have gotten a lot of naval focuses. Interesting. I think Japan should have a full collab on China by now. Yeah, they do. They have the full 100% collab, so they just need to go to Chongqing, basically, to cap China, I guess. So, what did they do navally? 105 dockyards. Not see them going up on it at all. They haven't gone for 2 of their dockyard focuses. That's important to note. Going for the gun bonus focus. So I guess they're gonna go guns today. They're rushing light cruiser 4s, which is very interesting. That could be a very good pick. They're also rushing the all or nothing armor scheme. Wait, are they doing... Yeah, they're doing long range, I see. So are they producing any heavy fighters yet? Nope. They don't have heavy fighter 2 yet. Alright, maybe they're just gonna do 0 cents. Maybe this is the air production they're gonna do, honestly. Fighter 2s with 0 zen on the carriers, naval bombers, and tactical bomber 2s. That could actually be what they're gonna produce aerially. Aerially? Yeah.
So, like you said, Japan naval build, pretty much?
Pretty much. They're importing a lot.
And then chat's asking about the UK tank. Your chat.
Right. Have they gotten the cannon yet? They have gotten the cannon.
Yes.
So are they refitting it? No, they're not. They're negative on stockpile. Have they even... Oh, they have put it on. But I don't believe they're fielding it fully. Or they could be, I guess. No, they're not. They have a bunch of different ones. So they have not refitted the tank. But in theory, if they would fill out with that new tank on all of their tanks, they would have still pretty bad stats. This is like light tank stats, but it's heavy tanks. It's the cost of heavy tanks, you get light tank stats. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm not a big
So
believer in this tank. I'm not a big believer in this
piercing
tank.
24?
No, they has 39 piercing. And it's 27.5 armor, 300 hard attack, 367 soft. Sometimes you gotta open up templates twice to see the real stats. It's just a spectator bug. So if I go to the German tank right now and it's called Zoomer Boys, it's not gonna show me the actual stats. I need to open it up again, and there you go. 460 soft attack, 212 hard attack, and then it has enough piercing to pierce the UK, and it also doesn't get pierced by the UK. It has 39 armor. That's very good, actually. That is very, very good.
And they are going for the second wave upgrades now. I think the Soviets might be transitioning to heavies. They're building like 100 T-35s.
No, they're rushing the T-34, no heavy tank research. But they're researching it with the Okmo Mio, while producing the T-35 with Kirov.
I'm completely lost here.
I'm also completely lost, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't know why.
What do the T-35s do? I don't...
No, we're not gonna even... Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't see the logic, to be honest. The logic is beyond me. Why they would do it. And there you go.
We'll see if Germany goes in.
They are not. But Danzig War is a one-day focus. But they haven't done Molotov. Wow. So this is not a day one war. Okay. It's not a day one war, Germany. Expand SS recruitment. Why? Again, like...
They're going for the LARP build. I'm feeling golden vibes right now.
This is the golden vibes that we usually get in Bokong games. I mean, the Allies look kind of unprepared in their builds, right? You would really want to rush them down them and not give them the time to, like, you know, prepare for this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking completely. I honestly hate late Axis builds because I think the Allied IC is too high. You don't give them a chance to win the game. I especially hate late barbs.
Late barbs is Golden's specialty. So we'll see if we see one today. It is literally his forte in playing Hoi 4. Okay, Romania sitting ready with some divisions. Oh my god, heavy arty divisions even. I see.
Yep.
But it's 12 sixes. Okay, yeah, so they're 30 wits. Heavy arty. He could easily push the south of France. France's divisions are like arty 1, gun 1, everything, you know? So versus heavy artillery divisions, I guess he has gun 2 and everything already. Yes, gun... yeah, this is gun 2, essentially. But yeah, gun 3 is gone. He has the more advanced gun, the more advanced heavy artillery. I mean, he should be able to push there. Hungary has one assault light tank, is that it? That's assault mediums. Medium assault guns, I see. Is this the real stats? I think it is. Yeah. Okay, no, this is the real stats. Yeah. They look pretty decent, I guess. He has one out, getting another one out. 30 mils license producing the German tank. I see. But they actually don't... Oh my god, they get a bonus from license production. 30%! That's so smart. 30% extra output. I would do this in my infantry builds, to be honest. The only bad part, actually, I wouldn't do it. You do get more equipment out per se, but you cannot apply your own Mio or grind your own Mio on licensed equipment. So he's not gonna have an MIO. You know, this is all no MIO equipment, which scales off pretty badly. But I guess for amount of stuff out, it could work for like an anti-D-Day wall build as Hungary, for example. If you just spam produce guns, that could work. I mean, your gun Mio is pretty good as well, though. On Hungary. Wait, that's not it. It's even this one.
It sounds better for an early war. They might not be on the same page here. Because the stats later is, like you said, going to fall off.
Yeah, no, I mean, I meant more like 41 you're starting to actually get cooked. But, we'll see.
Okay, China is complete.
China is complete, okay. Japan has a pretty dominant economy here. See the US. How many dockyards? Oh my god, the US is spamming dockyards. Not using all of them. But he seems to be building a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more dockyards. Okay. That's gonna end up being almost 150 dockyards. Almost. He is partial, I meant, on the US right now. He is starting to build mills, but he still has the civilian guy. And it costs quite a bit of PP to get the mill guy. I don't see the purpose of picking the extra PP gain guy on the US, man. I really don't. I really don't.
And he's spamming out the light cruisers next after his super heavy battleships.
Mm-hmm. He's starting to produce heavy fighters as well in the US.
Chad asked, can you explain why you make dirt heavy tanks at the start?
What?
Chat's asking, why do you make dirt heavy tanks at the start?
Dirt. I think he means like bad.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Like, the only reason would be to grind MIO, but since Russia's not even gonna use that MIO, I don't really know why they did it, to be honest.
Chat's asking what the Chat's asking what the Yugo AI build is. The Yugo AI is researching carriers.
Yeah. Okay.
That's as much info as I'll say.
We don't encourage.
No, I thought it was just funny because they're researching carriers.
Yeah, I mean the AIs. We removed a lot of the research, so they would have there would be less bugs. So they are mostly gonna do naval research, I think, in industry.
Dude, the T-35 question is just really bothering me. What are they going to do with these tanks? I am so intrigued.
The T-35, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, they won't be good later on, so to speak.
They have a template for it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, they are really not that good later on. Like, big guy tonks, 540 hard attack, 360 soft. I mean, if they would have tooled them into soft attack, we could have been talking something they could be using against Finland, maybe. But I don't know. Like, this is, I don't know.
Maybe just to rush down Finland, I guess.
Could be. Finland
went heavy anti-air.
They would well melt them and reuse them for T-34s, yeah. That is probably the best use for them. Danzig War happening. They have, how long left? 15 days-ish.
Did they choose Doctrine? No, they can't go up on mobile warfare?
No, like I said, Germany messed up Doctrine, or messed up, they don't get full Doctrine for war. Yeah.
Were they just not training? They had the army guy early.
Who had the army guy?
Germany had Keitel early.
Well,
maybe
it was a
they
very
didn't
low
train
XP,
enough.
low XP Spain. Then it was like, I guess, not much from their attaché from Japan. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of it. I mean, the last Germany had a full doctrine for war. That's what I know. Now, he could do 2 more doctrines, basically, if he would like. Basically. But, we'll see if he ends up doing that or not.
I'm going to speculate no attaché to Japan.
He could have had 15% cheaper doctrine as well on Germany. But he instead picked the Blitzkrieg theorist for not getting that. So, we'll see. Yeah, he's about to declare war on the Allies. The tanks are not sitting getting planning anywhere. They're just sitting behind the Maginot. Maybe he's going to use them day 1 on France to break through the Maginot and such. We don't know that yet. Germany has good stockpiles of everything they have. Yeah. Hey, now it's war. Oh, perfect music change. And are they going in? We don't know. Germany seems to have enough rubber. Yeah. Seems like it.
They don't have all their air fully trained, the fighters.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's usually not a problem if the UK is this low on air. It should be fine. They have 100 fighter stockpile, 80 CAS stockpile. I mean, Germany looks fine. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go for the Maginot Day 1, by the way. They should just battle plan Poland with CAS, but they're not even doing it with CAS. They're manually microing it as well. Interesting. I would just battle plan it. Why even waste?
They took the CAS off,
yeah,
actually.
They actually took the first Maginot tile, actually. They took the first Maginot tile. Are they even using their tank bombers? They're not even using their tank bombers for bombing it out. They're just using them for CAS. They got the entire Maginot already, by the way. They are absolutely slam dunking France. France doesn't pierce, and they have assault guns attacking forts, so it's like pretty darn easy actually for them.
That is wild.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, France doesn't have anything against them. They're just gonna walk across here. They don't get pierced. They have assault guns, which are literally made for going through forts. Yeah, this wasn't the hardest task they had to deal with, so to speak. I think France will fall quite quickly. They just need to connect the supply. They should take Metz here, yeah. After Metz has fallen, though, it should be pretty easy for Germany to keep on going. He should attack, yeah, from more directions, so he gets more stats. There you go. Oh, he actually failed that attack. Well, he's gonna get Dijon here as well, and as soon as the railways are connected, it's gonna be fine. France is making his divisions go over there. Yeah. They're attacking Maginot, trying to kill off it, I guess. Mulhouse, I don't think has a railway connection through here. Nope. They would really need to take Metz on Germany to have a railway connection. If they're, yeah, they're not building a railway connection into the Maginot. Yeah. They need to build a railway connection, man. Or take Metz. Metz is always the goal you want to take. Actually, if they do take this tile now, they'll be fine. And they should be able to. It doesn't look that hard. Even though it is a mountain, they have CAS and unpierceable tanks. So, yeah, it's falling quite quickly. And there you go. Now they're going to have connection here in a sec. Once this has converted in 9 days. Yeah, you really want to go for Metz early as possible. As early as possible, I guess you say.
So Italy's got a naval invasion ready for North Africa, West North Africa, but they haven't done it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, went right side, so he gets Africa built up a lot by his focus tree. It's actually really good for him. They're taking out Metz now as well, even though they should have the connection in 4 days. Actually, it already counts as connected for some reason.
Wow, German tanks dealing up to upwards of 800 soft attack.
I mean, it's not the most we've seen. Oh, there you go, 1.2k. We've seen like 1600 soft attack in France from some Germanies. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to be able to deal with this France player, what they're doing here. They're going for the airport as well, which is completely going to mess up the Allied air situation. Now it's going to be even easier in the air war. Yeah, they're dealing so much cast damage here in France. I mean, actually less than I would have imagined, but still a lot. If they go for Troyes here, they'll have that supply hub, and they can just go straight for Paris. I don't know if this snaking is smart here from Golden. Like, his tanks, well, they do have a lot of fuel max amount. Oh my god, France has built forts in Paris and next to Paris. So yeah, getting the Metropolis tile next to Paris for free here is amazing. Plus, he just got Troyes, so the supply is going to be fine very soon. I guess it doesn't say exactly when it's going to be connected. It is going to be soon. So yeah, they're going to encircle Paris here, and then it's going to be very easy to take.
As you predicted, Allies losing the air war.
Yeah, I mean, if you build less and worse airplanes, you're gonna lose the air war. They don't even encircle Paris, they're just gonna push it out. I made another pocket. I wouldn't kill the pockets they make of the French inf, by the way. Like, you keep 50% of all equipment when you cap a nation that they had. So, you really wanna not kill anything, ideally. So you get 50% of their equipment. But he's actually gonna go ahead and kill everything. Alright. I mean, I guess to grind the tank guy, but this is the guy doesn't even have... Yeah, this guy doesn't even have Fancy Leader. He has 12% Fancy Leader, but he's level 6 now at least. I don't know if that was worth it. It's a lot of guns to
Soviets have started the Winter War invading Finland with the heavy tanks.
The heart attack heavy tanks, you mean? The heart attack heavy tanks versus the infantry. This is why I said you should probably do the soft attack cannon on the Soviets, because what else? What other use are you gonna have for these tanks except for like fighting the Finnish? Because they're not gonna beat German tanks. So you're essentially making heart attack tanks against soft stuff, which, as you can hear, is not very good or logical. Yeah, okay. I think Gibraltar
and
might
I crashed.
Be safe. Oh, you crashed. All right.
Shoot.
What is Finland's setup here? He's gonna hold the supply hub. Supply hubs, basically. He did give up one of them. But, oh yeah, in the north. Wait, is this the only one? Or am I... Yeah, that is actually the only one. So, the line he's holding seems fine then, I would say. Oh, there's another port here. The capital hub is in Viipuri, really? Why is it there? I mean, it's smart to move it there in a way, but why now? Interesting. I would hold it then, to be honest. Alright, Germany kicking off Poland. What? They're not taking out Warsaw, I'm not sure why. Oh, they just did, never mind. So Poland should cap now. What collabs did Germany do? Just on France. Okay, 60% one on France. So they're gonna make a collaboration government in there. Around Maginot has happened. Yeah, I'll get you in. Hopefully this doesn't create instability.
Oh, yeah, you can get me in whenever. It doesn't matter.
I did already.
Thank you.
Why is he not standing on Viipuri? That's a great question. That is a great question. Oh, and now everybody crashed, they're saying. God damn it.
Oh.
Wasn't worth it. Oh, God.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, if you do fall out again, I'm just gonna not... Like, if you could read chat, maybe, and just watch the stream. There's no delay now.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I just want to try to get the game as stable as possible.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I mean, sometimes you just do crash. That happens. As a spectator especially. Just that every hot join you do in the mod right now, just in the mod in Hoi, makes it unstable.
Yeah, that's what it always seems like.
Yeah, touche. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, there we have the first one, and the second one, and the third one. Alrighty. So many people lost connection? 5. Okay. Oh, fuck. Well. Being a bit too quick. Yeah, the rules, it does prevent making collabs on Russia. Like, the balancing I've done in the mod, so to speak, is that you don't get collabs on Russia. Would it make it more balanced? So 3 joined Pontus is joined, Seafrog is joined, Monk is joined, Gunvid hasn't joined, and then Golden hasn't joined. There you go. They're all in. And the loading speed is pretty good. Oh, not for Golden. Look how the other guys are loading in. But he's East Coast? Yeah, he's East Coast US. For what, LaRoof? Who knew neutrality would be beneficial to Belgium and the Netherlands? Well, they just like got declared on, so I mean, Damn, Golden. Loading in at high level speeds. He's almost there. He's almost there. Thank you. Do you know who else is almost there? Shut up. I already know you all. And Golden's on Germany and just needs to ready up. And then they, I guess, make him main as well. True, Ruby's on Rosh. I know Ruby. I mean, I know all the Allied players and all the Axis players. So this is a very interesting game to me. No, the money from YouTube is not enough to buy a shirt. It's not.
So I'm actually curious, why does Australia get the Dutch East Indies? Is that a balancing thing?
So in normal TFB, you would have a Netherlands player, although having another player for a tournament is suboptimal, especially when you're dealing with Hoi4, which is not the most stable the more players you put in a game. The more players you put in a game, the less stable it's going to get. So we want to minimize the amount of players needed for a game. And by not having a player on it, then it does change balance. So we gave it over for balance reasons, yes. Yeah, just because there's no player on it. It's cold.
Is it possible for Germany to get the Dutch East Indies if you didn't have Australia on the Dutch East Indies? Like if they invade Netherlands fast, can Germany get the Dutch East Indies?
Well, in theory, I don't think it's possible. Like you would have a player on it, he would never get, you know, screwed over. And you don't necessarily do it for when Germany declares on it. It's more a balance thing for when you're at war with Japan that you want to have a player on it. Because it's very strong for Japan if they, for example, can bomb without the AI repairing it. You know, because AI does not repair stuff if it doesn't have to. So it just won't. Quite inefficient outtaking of the Benelux here. Germany is sending their tanks to Africa. Yeah, 6 of them have already landed. Italy's in the war and walking up to El Alamein. Okay. So grabbing the supply hub here. I wonder if they're going to build up supply hubs and such. Oh yeah, they are building one in Derna. Okay, but they haven't built up the railway system. Italy has built up the port, though, basically. Or I guess he got it from Focus, I would imagine. I would imagine. Germany now going for the Supply Hub Construction Company. Okay. And instead of doing the mill focuses that give you efficiency cap and mill construction speed and actual mills and such, they're going for Avenge Versailles. I'm not sure why they're doing it. Maybe they do want the extra 1 PP per day. Usually you don't need it, though. Usually you do not need it. And Germany's not total MOB. That's also very interesting. They went for helicopters. I like it. I actually like that a lot. Being on helicopters means you can, how do you say, get way less supply consumption for Africa. I actually really like it. That's actually a really smart play. Less supply consumption for Africa means you have to build less supply. What else could you get? You could get the HQ company, but I guess you wouldn't do that. I would just go for the helicopter transport company. Yeah. Swiss Confederation. Germany got embargoed by. Have they done the Swiss gold? They have. Okay, yeah. And they should be good. 337 mils on Germany. They are doing heavy A2 right now. Do they have that in all their infantry? They do. Wow. Wow. They have 2 military motorcycles. Is that worse for the garrison template, I guess? Which is the cavalry brigade. Okay.
It does look like it's the garrison template.
What? But look at what it does. Ah. Actually, that's quite good. If you make the cav a 40 width, it's very efficient. IC-wise, I would say, for getting the suppression down. For just 2 mils, I mean, wasn't that? Yeah, 2 mils they have on it. That is so cheap.
Suppression bonus 50%?
Yeah, I mean, in a mod like TFB, the resistance can actually get quite high. So having really good, what is it called, garrisons would be not a dumb decision, to be honest.
But they're burning through support equipment right now, right? Not having a 40 width?
No. It's not like you just make it more optimal. Like you use less support equipment, basically. You're not gonna burn through it per se. You're just gonna use less in total by having. Think of it like combat width, right? You need a total amount of suppression in 40% resistance. If you make the template bigger, it scales better with the modifier, 50%, right? So you would have to have less, like, total equipment used for garrisoning it. So I think you definitely save guns doing what they're doing in total.
Gotcha.
They're gonna be invading Norway and Denmark right now. It looks like they're not gonna do We Will Protect Them, even though We Will Protect Them is a really, really good bonus. I'm not sure. Oh, they are doing We Will Protect Them. So they're gonna get the bonus then from Denmark, I would guess. Yes, the Butterfront. 2.5% construction speed for now, but it's gonna go up to 5 even, I believe. As they continue down there. They could do a strong successor right now.
Italy's taken out Hygge?
Germany is mostly. But with Romania and Bulgaria. And Hungary. They're all taking it out, kinda. But yeah, Italy's actually gonna, for a slight second, lose Albania here. It's funny. That is funny. So they built up the railway to Alamein. Are they building more supply hubs? They are building 2 more supply hubs. And they're building up level 5 AA in Germany. What? Are they being bombed or something? Oh, but this is by AI, no? This is Norway AI bombing. In northwest Germany, in West Germany even. And they're building AA against it. Alright. I don't think it's necessary, but hey. Each to their own. Okay. Germany pulling up now in Africa. Now, what is the Allied defense? Let's take a look. You have 8 UK heavy tanks with almost stats. And we have 5 Canadian tanks. And 9 infantry from South Africa. And 2 more training behind. Australia's coming up now. They have just taken out Ethiopia. So I would imagine India should also come up, in my opinion. Yeah, and they are coming up with some stuff. I mean, it's quite good timing if they go on the ports and make that fully garrisoned and such. But, oh, Australia's not going to have any anti-tanks, so he's not going to help out on that Alamein. I see. Then I'm not so sure if Alamein will hold. The UK's infantry isn't great either. I mean, yeah, no, that is not going to do it. It doesn't even pierce 50% of Germany's tanks.
Yeah, this is going to be a fast North Africa, I think.
I think Germany will break through quite fast. I think they should go for the southern tile. There's no tanks. Okay. Canada just moved 2 tanks there. I'm not sure what these tanks are, though. Okay.
I think they were mediums and they weren't
yeah,
optimal.
But in this rule set, you're allowed to do, for example, 8 mediums, 7 motorized in your tanks. Or, like, in that ratio, so to speak, tanks to mechanized. And they're doing 7 tanks, 8 motorized, for example, right? Or 8. Yeah, 8. Of those battalions, which is suboptimal. Like, you get less stats, whereas Germany's doing 8. You know, so Germany's gonna have more stats.
Germany's trying to push under red air.
Germany's red air. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure why you would want to rush it. To be honest, like, you don't need to. That's my point. Okay, he got Alamein first click. Now the UK heavy tanks are clicking. Let's see. They're actually kind of beating the Germans out, but only thanks to CAS. Like, infantry would probably kick these German tanks out, you know? I don't think the UK heavy tanks are much to thank for it, so to speak. They don't seem to be having too good stats here. We'll see them trying to push back here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. I mean,
okay, Germany forced air.
Again, the CAS is helping a lot. It's gonna click off the northern tile again. I think Germany should have waited for airports, but, like, yeah, they could have had airports in Masamutra already. I think it's gonna get safer and safer. Once the Italians get in there, it should be very safe as well. Like, Germany needs to move up the railway gun by 1 tile, so they can also attack in the next tiles with the railway advantage, so to speak. UK also has a super heavy railway gun, actually. Interesting. And they could overrun that super heavy railway gun if the Allies are not careful. The South African
the Axis
infantry,
are not... Axis are not building airports.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, you'd need the new airports, but usually you would need it. And did he move up the railway gun? He didn't, so... Hey, it's actually kind of touching the tiles, so I guess he's still getting the... No, he's not. He's not getting railway gun bonus. They have shore bombardment, though, on the Axis. That's how they broke it. They have shore bombardment. Ah.
Okay, yeah. Italian Navy. Nice. They're trading pretty evenly in the air.
They're raiding in the Eastern Med as well. Interesting. I don't know what they would be raiding exactly. The UK doesn't have divisions out. He's not holding Cyprus. Maybe it is to decrease supply for the Allies, but I think, yeah, they did a southern supply route, so they should be fine. I think he should just be using it for shore bombardment. But yeah, he already has full shore bombardment with his old battleships. I see. So they're already giving full shore bombardment. I think, yeah, Axis just has to build up airports here if they want to do better. Like, the Allies are still the ones getting the most cast in these battles. Like, almost fully the Allies are getting cast. Allies have 55% air superiority. I mean, this is, yeah. Definitely you would want to have more. Yeah. Where's the rest of the Allied air? They have 100 over Gibraltar? Where's the rest? I know they have more. 1,700 are here, but no, some of it is carrier fighters, I see. So I guess this is all they got. I guess so. They're going up to 20 on CAS as well on the Allies. That's a kind of good decision. I don't know. Like, CAS is very important, but... Yeah, I don't know. Germany just gonna hold El Alamein, I guess, for a while. And is Germany trading favorably? They kind of are. Depends on the day. Right now, they're not trading favorably.
German tanks not being pierced, but the heavies are being pierced.
Though. They're not getting pierced, but they're getting cast to death. Like, that's the issue for the Germans right now. And they are using the light SPA that doesn't even have the max cast reduction. So I'm not so sure how well that is gonna go, but looking at the Allied POV, it's kind of nice to look at the Allied POV, to be honest. You get to see, like, okay, what's their plan for the hold, and they have some backup stuff. I don't think they're gonna contest the actual front line anymore. Looks like they're gonna give up on that. Germany also getting some cast in the battles here.
Okay, they're getting airports in Marsa Matruh.
Yeah, they're starting to build that. It's gonna improve the German air situation. That's where they're getting cast now. They had an airport for their cast now. Oh my god, the UK can actually see the Italian fleet sitting there, the old Italian fleet. So are they gonna move a navy for it? No, they're not. And Italy moved away his fleet, actually. And the UK has a spotting cruiser here. And he has a navy. Wait, was there a naval battle? No, there wasn't.
No, I don't think so.
Ah, but the UK Navy is sitting down in Masua, and it's actually going up now. And now it's cancelling. Yeah, it's too far away. I don't know, man. Oh, actually, he put it off the mission. He doesn't want to go up and engage. He does not want to go up and engage.
UK's losing a lot of subs in the Central Med.
Yeah, I think the bombing of the Italian Navy was too much for him to handle. It's actually the German tank bombers even. Yeah, now the Axis are going to get here Cyprus, which is another airport that they could build up. They're also building up El Alamein as an airport, actually. Yeah, the air situation should go soon in the Axis favor fully, with the airports being built here. Now the UK only has 49% air supremacy. Yeah, they just need a bit more supply on the Axis side. Let's see, are they building supply hubs? They are building 2 more supply hubs. After that, it's gonna be Jover for the Allies. Actually, Jover for the Allies after that. So they have level 4 railway network going basically all the way. They should be building this to level 5. And this to level... Like, they'd have way more supply if they actually... Italy has not motorized the supply. Alright. That's actually kind of funny. But it's interesting. The Axis can't actually see much in Africa. They can see the Allies have a bunch of units everywhere and such, but they can't actually see what we were seeing there. So it's interesting. You only see 4 UK heavy tanks right now, and they're like, what? Look at the UK heavy tank symbol for the Axis. It looks so scuffed. Yeah, Germany's building up the railways actually in Africa. Is he building up the back? He's not. Alright. He's building steel refs. A lot of steel refs on Germany.
It looks like Italy motorized supply in Marsa Matruh, but just not forward enough.
In Marsa Matruh? You sure Italy did that?
It looked like it. Let's see here.
They only have the starting Italian states. Like, not even all of them have their Turna one, which is the most offensive, quote-unquote, starting Italian state, doesn't have motorization. And, like, the frontal 4 supply hubs don't have motorization.
Yep, you're right.
Germany has it motorized, though. It's at least a little bit good. And Germany is not going for the new cannon. Actually, they did go for it, and they have it. Are they building it? They're not building it. Uh-huh. I see. They're only 100 on fighters and then 20 on CAS. Okay. They're not building any mills right now in Germany. I mean, in theory, Russia should have more mills by now. 390 on Germany, 369 on Russia. Okay, I don't know what they're... I think they're fully building tanks. Oh, and you were kind of right. They are going for the heavy tank now. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
I mean, it had to have been, because why would you build all those heavy tanks early?
What?
What's going on?
Okay, I'm so confused. Russia, day one grinded Kirov for their heavy tank production, right? So, okay, so it's a heavy tank Russia. They're pre-grinding the Kirov Miu. Okay, there's a big push in Africa, but I'll explain this while that's happening. Russia was day one grinding Kirov, so you would think they're going for Kirov Miu. Then they were researching medium tanks with Okmo, and now they're producing all their tanks with Astrov. I have no clue which Miu they're gonna use. They're using all of them, which is not how you want to do it, right? I mean, you want to use one, because that you only get bonus for one on Russia. In any case, you only want to be using one of them, really.
The dankest mansplaining is always my favorite part of your stream.
Alright. Okay, the Allies do seem pretty cooked here aerially now. Yeah, they have no air. Where did the UK move their air? Down there? I mean, they have airspace. They could actually still contest air. God. They could still contest air.
Axis was doing a lot of cast damage here, and now they have the airport in Alexandria.
Yeah, I mean, the Allies they have the airspace to contest air more, but they're not. I don't know. They could be contesting air with all of this air that's sitting down here. Very not great for the Allies, this situation of not using their air.
Oh, they're now going, it's 2-1 against them in the air.
Yeah, I mean, they're not using almost half their air on the Allies right now.
Yikes.
Oh, I think the UK is going to lose all of his stuff here. Look at him retreating down south. I mean, we'll see, maybe the Australians can save some of it, but I think the German tanks are going to be quite unstoppable in this situation. Yeah, here comes the first tile, and they're going for both the next ones. Yeah, that's going to suck. And the UK's not even moving their tanks there.
Oh, here they go.
I don't think so. Yeah, there you go. It's cope.
They're down.
Yeah, it's a cope push. What?
Oh,
it's not
they
a cope
saved
push.
it from the north.
It's not a cope push. Never mind. They're gonna get the heavies out, but they should
Dude,
really get the
get those
infantry out
tanks.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, they did kind of leave Suez open. We'll see now if that actually comes back to bite them even harder. That would be funny. Okay, one of the
Did they
heavy
blow
tanks
the
gotta
Suez?
go.
Yep, they're blowing it in 15 days.
Maybe it's in time. We'll see. It's probably gonna be in time. I don't think Germany. Yeah, okay, Germany did get in there, but it's so hard to take Port Said with 2 unworked tanks. Like, they're not gonna do that. Maybe they could go across the river if they're stacking up all the tanks in time. They are gonna try to just bash it. I see. Okay.
Oh, they're doing good cast damage.
Yeah, but they're not actually encircling anything. Like, the Allies are got off scot-free here, I feel like. They could be getting these UK units in the south out. I really would if I were them. Like, they got out scot-free. Now they gotta, like, really get out scot-free here. They've killed some German tanks. You know, settle with it and just get out.
No, I completely agree, and I think the Allied micro was a little better than the German one in this case.
In this scenario, yeah. I mean, the Germans, I feel like, should have capitalized on this way more, but they didn't. We'll
Axis
see,
is dealing some pretty good casts.
Yeah, like, what I'm gonna say here is, like, they're gonna probably get some good casualties on the Allies now, though. Probably gonna get a lot of good casualties on the Allies, if I had to guess. Oh, we'll see. Like, the German tanks are actually not that good. They're unpierceable, sure, but their stats are really not there. 440 soft attack is, well, usually we see like 550 base soft attack on German tanks by now. Yeah, they're almost 100 behind. It's because they're not using the new cannon, I would say, right? Because that should be... I mean, what are they actually having as modules in the German tanks? Let's see here. Germany's producing... they're producing this tank. 49 soft attack. And what if they would be using the medium cannon? It wouldn't be that much more, actually. So where's the skill issue? I don't know. I don't know.
Shouldn't the Allies, like, back off some of this infantry because the supply situation? Oh, I guess the supply is not as bad as it was. They're just getting cycled out.
Yeah. I mean, the Allies are so fine. I don't know, man. Like, for now, they're so fine. They have a port in Sinai. They have a port in Jordan. I mean, as long as they retreat south, they're completely fine here. And the UK should get out with this stuff. I mean, or Lowy will just grind on getting some free UK casualties here.
Oh, they just clicked the Germans.
Huh?
They just clicked the Germans. Port Said?
No. The Germans are still clicking. This has been a very long battle.
Dude, 155 cast damage on the German side.
Yeah. That's quite a bit.
Oh, they're moving down with Hungarian tanks.
One of them are not being used. They should just make use of the... They are not being contested in the south right now. Like, all the allies are in Sinai right now. Oh, Italy just landed in Tel Aviv. I see.
Uh-oh. What do you think? Should they just bail right now?
The allies? I mean, we could delay a little bit in the Sinai mountains, but the tanks should get out. That's for sure. They should be down by, like, Ethiopia area-ish, defending in this scenario. They're trying to click with tanks, but I don't think they have much supply. Yeah, they do not. They should really get out with the tanks. The tanks are consuming all the supply and not having any stats anyhow. Yeah, here's where Germany could get casualties on the allies. Like, they didn't get out in time, I feel like. They could run out of fuel here because there's just no supply. And they got some UK divisions in the north. Not using the German railway gun either right now. Could be. I mean, they're using it for this mountain tile, but okay, this could be good for Germany. This could be good.
Allies are trying to hold the Nile here.
Okay, I guess allies get out scot-free again, basically. Like, the starting UK guns are nothing. You don't care if you lose some. But,
I only saw like 6 divs encircled total, 6 infantry divs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not bad.
They lost some more in the, how do you say, Aswan push. But, again, like, they have barely lost anything. Like, this is very good for the allies this game. Just need to get these UK things out, and then they're good. Yeah, really good, then. Germany building more rubber, more airports, more railways, and some mills at the bottom, but not that many mills. Still stuck at like 390 mills-ish. Okay. Going for the Fighter 3. And the helicopter lodges. Funny. And yeah, probably if the Germans have air here, they should be able to take this mountain tile. Should be able to. They increase combat within mountains. That's smart. Got a third tank in there.
Allies escaped the Sinai.
Yeah, they're going out to like Port Sudan area. They have a lot of divisions in Port Sudan. Germany would need a lot of cast to break it. They don't get any cast damage right now. Yeah, like nothing. They're using all their cast in this battle that they do have. They're building up the airports though, so they have another level.
It's like they're heavily defending Yemen. Built some airports in there as well.
Oh. Oh yeah. I mean, heavily I wouldn't say. I mean, this is some pretty, how do you say, gnarly garrisons. They're not.
Now you're talking my language.
Exactly. I knew it was an American expression. But I mean, it's
a
not
surfer
very,
expression.
It's not the most insane amount. Their allies are building a lot of airports down here, so they are contesting air heavily. They're just not having any CAS because they forgot about the CAS, and it's sitting up in Iraq, in fact. UK also not doing any focuses, whereas they could be going for the 5% off fighters. Or like getting 10% range on their air. I would go for those things. Or the mills.
Italy's holding focus as well.
I don't think they're holding. I think they're just overwhelmed. But there are 2 UKs and 2 Italys. So, I mean, one of the co-ops should at least be looking at it, I feel like.
Well,
UK
they have
also
the
not
supply.
total mob. Why is nobody total mob? They could have been total mob for a year. It's a lot. 10%
I'm glad I'm not playing on your team right now.
Yeah,
You definitely have words with your team if that was the case.
I would, and Germany's also on war economy. That for Germany it's huge. For Germany it's huge. Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
Well, it kind of balances itself out though. No one went total mob.
Yeah. Dear God. Can you look in Africa? I'll take a quick look at what Japan is doing. If we're going to see them join early this time or not. They're doing some more dockyard focuses. Yeah, I'm going to get another 10 dockyard. They did go long term, so that's at least going to be in June they're going in. Maybe they do some later stuff as well in other areas. But their eco looks okay overall. They're repairing some stuff right now, which they shouldn't be. But otherwise, it looks good. They're building up Saipan naval forts. What? Okay. Don't know why, to be honest. Okay,
Germany's slowly moving towards Ethiopia, but they're having some trouble in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it doesn't show their tanks attritioned at all. Maybe because of the maintenance companies?
Yeah, no.
But I don't see any tank kills.
With maintenance, you don't attrition in mountains from that kind of stuff.
It doesn't say any kills from combat either, though. I think I'm bugged. They're paused?
Yeah, Golden was lagging behind.
The question is, does Germany go safari? They've got like almost a year till Barb.
Yeah. Monk is also lagging. But it's Monk and Gold and nobody else has bad ping.
600 soft attack on the Hungarian tanks, not bad. I think what really defeated the Allies was no anti-tank.
Yeah, I mean, that's also a thing, right? They should really be pulling out of here in Port Sudan. And they are, slowly but surely, but I don't know how... They should be doing it faster, to be honest. I don't want to be falling out too quickly from there. Or falling too slowly from there. Can't even speak. Dankest moment. And the Allies are, yeah, they're defending with like pure artillery units in Africa. I don't know about that. They already got the supply hub. Bulgaria is making big plays here. Getting a supply hub for the Axis very early. It's very good for the Axis to get that one. Even go down here and try to encircle some stuff. But I guess he's using fuel, so he doesn't want to... This is an interesting route. Going back to take the tile next to you. Alright. Yeah, they're about to now kill everything in Port Sudan. This guy's not going to get out. What happened now? Nobody crashed. Zoomer paused. Yeah, it's Golden lagging again. They have captured so many Soviet operatives, dude. Jesus. Thank you, Henry.
So the Soviets finally built agency, huh?
Well, at least some. Can check if they've done all of it. They have still not done all the agency. They will have no decryption on the Soviets, which is really bad. I mean, it's... If they have intel advantage on the nation, they get 15% stats. If they don't have intel advantage and the enemy has intel advantage, the enemy gets 15% stats. It's such a huge thing. And they right now have no intel network on Germany. There's 2 agents caught in Germany. Literally. 2 agents are just caught in Germany. They have no intel on anybody. On the Soviets. No missions on all the miners. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. So probably the Soviets will be dealing with an Axis having 15% more stats than them, when usually it's the other way around. That's unlucky. Gold's computer won't let him be epic. That is true.
Well, they never went suicide pills on the Soviets, so I think that's why they had so many captured operatives.
Well, probably as well, but I mean, doing agency so late, that's why you want to infiltrate everybody early. Germany even went for a path that gives even more counter-intel and such, like... It's gonna be very hard then to get an intel advantage on them. God, now the Allies are starting to rack up casualties. 2.89 million, what happened here? What happened here? Okay, so a lot of it is the AI. A lot of it is France as well, but then you have 300,000 Australians, 150,000 South Africans. Oh my god, India has lost 360,000 and UK has lost 620,000. Wow. Now we're actually in, they're still getting encircled? Yeah, they're still getting encircled. They're sitting in Addis Ababa right now. But I don't think that's going to hold for too long. Yeah, they're trying to walk out. Yeah, they're going to be done one day, right? 6 hours for the first division to be out. Oh, no, that was for the first 2. And the rest of them will be out also very soon, I would say. That should be fine. The Axis doesn't have CAS. They have enough orc to hold for a little bit. India, you already lost so much. India.
Oh, no.
No. He already has 360,000 men. He's going to get overrun by Japan.
Yeah, opens up the Japan front quite a bit.
Honestly, the Allies are gonna have to majorly babysit India in this case. Majorly. He has a good
So they
economy.
said that
Like, the player's gonna do
they
good
were not
economy at
going to do
least.
that.
They said they were not.
They said they were. They
Okay.
said they were not going to babysit Australia or India. So we'll see how that goes. What's funny is Bulgaria
they might
has
not have a
rocket already.
choice now. They might not have a choice now. Like, if they don't, they're just gonna lose Australia and India.
So Japan has like 8 months to get into the war?
Ish, probably 8 months. But I mean, no India can recover from this. You could be the best India player on the planet. 420,000 losses. You're not gonna hold on your own. You're just not. That is too much. Oh, well. Funny. Why would you click it? I mean, just encircle it again. He's actually gonna overrun it with this tank, I think. Actually, defense. Oh, well, no. He's gonna go there now and then there. He's still gonna get it. All is fine. Oh my god, they're really going fast in Africa right now. They're really speeding it up. Interesting. Triple combat on a tile. I love to see that. Again, the Allies retreat so slowly, they get bugged on tiles. Like, that's kind of funny, to be honest.
So USA is going torpedo cruisers, and Japan is spamming out the light attack cruisers.
Okay, okay. I mean, we'll see what ends up winning. I think torpedo cruisers is the better option here, because if your light cruisers have the max armor, light attack cruisers aren't gonna pierce and not gonna do as much damage as torpedo cruisers. But hell, what do I know?
All right, let's see the armor then. Yeah, they have level 3 armor. USA does.
Yeah, and Japan is level 4 in a sec. Actually, Japan already has level 4 armor, so they're just waiting for the level 4 cruiser, I guess, before they start putting it in, I would imagine. Or they're already producing it. Let's take a look here. Cruiser hull 3, and it's right here. They have level 4 armor. So, yeah, they can't even pierce themselves with the light attack cruisers on Japan. Now, I'm not sure what gives them the idea of going light attack then being a good idea, but they can't pierce the US cruisers either with this light attack. Yeah, I'm not so sure, but maybe light attack has been slightly better since last I played it, but I don't know. Not piercing, I just know is bad on ships. It's not the end of the world, but it's bad. Okay, wait, so he's holding this one tile here, this here. Then they have a Belgium AI unit. Is that all the allies have right now? Looks like it. Alright. The Axis are just storming down towards South Africa. South Africa has 6 divisions to hold them back. And South Africa is a lot of economy. That's 60 mils, 50 civs. You could just be yumming up, you know? I mean, I would do it every day of the week. Every day of the week I'd be doing it. So I think the Axis will be going for that before Barb, but after that we'll be seeing more. What was this guy playing? Is he a US co-op or something? He is a US co-op. Alright. Hopefully nobody crashes. I pray to God.
So what I've seen a lot is Axis goes Safari, gets stuck down there, does late Barb, and then can throw sometimes. Sometimes it works, but what do you think happens in this case?
I mean, the Allies have nothing to stop them. They can go way down to Barb and even do a normal Barb. They can do a normal Barb after having capped Seth if they would like. It just depends on the Germany build. It's not even about the Allies at that point. They can do it if they were building for it. To do a June 41 Barb. They can. Pretty easily.
So you keep all the tanks in Africa that they have there now, or would you pull some back?
I I mean, you wouldn't keep this many tanks in every... If anything, you put one of the tank miners there. Like, you have Hungary and you have a mechanized Bulgaria or whatever. So, I mean, that should be enough. Is it fine? Hopefully nobody crashes when we get in again. I'll put it on 2-speed just showing Africa for now. And, well, I don't know. I'll just go get a sandwich. Is that good? Nah, I'm hungry. I'm a hungry man.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bite as well. I'll be right back.
No, I meant that you... Okay. He did not catch the fling there. Alrighty then. Axe is raiding quite a lot here. Is it killing UK divisions? A little bit. A little bit. Even killing UK destroyers. Because the UK destroyers are not optimal, I guess you could call it. Well, this is a cruiser made to... Oh, wow. He's losing strength on those. What is Germany on mission-wise for this to be the case? Probably just high engagement risk. Right. Yep. High engagement risk. I mean, yeah. Unlucky for the UK. They need some anti-AS... They need ASW. That's what they need. Yeah. They're gonna be down in SAF sooner rather than later. It's not great for the Allies. They have gotten that cannon now, when they need just the next one for the best medium cannon, so to speak. 300 days. They should already have started researching it, but should be fine as well not to have it. Okay. They did a strong successor, and I guess they did. Yeah, Spear. For 10% output, 5% construction speed. He's pretty decent. He's pretty decent. Alright, and are they getting SS divisions out? So basically what they are is just slightly better tanks. You pay a bit more for them, and they're slightly better, basically. They're only missing mediums, so they have been producing mechanized from Germany. Okay, interesting. How much a mech? Oh, a lot. That's a lot. Again, not using the tank, like the Mio. Why? Why are we not using the Mio? Is the name in the way? I mean, I can see it instantly. I saw it. I don't know. Not using the Mio. Doesn't want to grind.
You gotta use the Mio. The Mio's great.
The Mio is great. Well, you're back. I'll just hover over Seth. Yeah, I tried to hint that you talk to the chat and such while and do the casting while I go get my sandwich. Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Right back.
There have been probably like 5 or 6 crashes so far. I crashed the game though, but I'm an observer. Yeah, they did go total mob. So Germany is on total mobilization. Let's look at the economies and see if they made Denkis happy or not. Okay. If I can click over to the UK. UK is still on war economy. SAF is still on partial mob. And Canada is on total mob. So that's looking up for the Allies. SAF or Raj is actually on war economy. Well, I mean, a lot's going on. So you don't always realize what's happening. And a lot of the times, if you look away, you're just going to get encircled real fast. So you can forget sometimes. But it is what it is. They do have co-ops. Someone should be doing the build. Someone should be doing the micro. So no excuses. Let's see down here. Germany's dealing 810 soft attack damage and can pierce the Canadian tanks. All right, Germany breaking into South Africa slowly. See if they can get any air. they've just got 2 fighters down there, and the fighters do not have range. So they're attacking under vanilla air. Italy's setting up an attack on the Raj. I'm not sure if that's allowed. I'm going to have to ask Dankus when I come back. So they have a naval invasion in Karachi going on there. And then the Oman region is still being garrisoned by the UK. It's already February 7th, 1941. Let's see what's cooking up on Barb. So Barb front is empty. There's nothing on Barb front as of yet. Soviets are training their heavy tanks. And they are going tank destroyers. This is going to be a very interesting Barb. So they have 150 on mediums. 42 on the T-35. Let's see here. Small HV cannon on the T-35. Go back to Germany here. Looks like Germany will break that tile. And then these Canadian tanks over here are looking like they're in a fairly risky area, particularly since Germany's wrapping around. Good templates on which country? I think these players know the templates well enough to where it's mainly going to be like how the tank build is. But it looks like the Soviets have heavy tanks with only 7 tank battalions in them and a 28th combat width, so I'm not sure why that is. They should probably round that out to 30 and add another tank battalion. Let's take a look at the Canadian tanks. So Canadian tanks have mechanized in them. They have 8 tank battalions, which looks good. Full support companies. So these are medium tanks. And then I think they made the symbol, the heavy tank symbol, to perhaps throw off Germany.
Germany doesn't see it as a heavy tank symbol. Germany sees it as what it is. And I'm back. I think Germany's just going to go around them. They're doing the Maginot trick where they just ignore them and go around them. Unlucky for Canada. Well, he's actually trying to encircle Germany here. He's gonna have to walk for 15 days. I don't know why Germany's stress clicking here. It's 15 days of walking through jungle tiles for him to even do a dent. Yeah, and he's not gonna cross. He doesn't have the stats yet. 3. He has like light cannon. He has like a light attack. What? That is the worst. Oh my god. Okay. Canada has like a light tank cannon on his medium tanks. They have no stats whatsoever. He has half the stats of German tanks. Half. Not optimal.
Thanks.
I'll be muting and eating real quick. But yeah,
no
I think Canada's gonna get rolled here in SAF. Probably they might end up losing everything. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that they're gonna lose everything. And if you're... Oh, I think Italy took off the naval invasion into India. Nope, they still have it up. I'm not sure if
that's allowed. That's allowed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a different server I play on then.
Yeah. I think Discardian, they don't allow it. But here it's free reigns. Free reigns except for Sea Lion, basically.
Germany not doing propaganda. Let's see what else we have up. They could steal some more gold reserves. They have the 9% debuff. Yeah, I think this is an easy cap of South Africa. 1 medium Canadian tank is encircled there. As I said before, I think they should have pulled out of that tile. I think that was a bit optimistic on their part.
I mean, they're gonna lose everything. Look, Germany's 2 tiles away from encircling all of it in the south. They're nowhere near a port.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, Raj is going to be dead. Australia, maybe even too. So Australia's got kind of a scant defense here in the Southeast Asia. 1 division per tile on all the ports. Raj is just setting up right now, training their divisions. It does not look good. And Japan did build air. SAF divisions looking to get out here. Canadian tanks are hopelessly lost. See what Japan's cooking. They should be in the war in a few months here. They have an invasion of the Raj setup, and it looks like they are going for some of the Pacific Islands, ignoring the Philippines. Japan still has those 30 wits on the front line. Decent soft attack damage. That's all they're going to need. There's no real allied tanks here other than on Russia. Interestingly enough, like, I don't know why the Soviets are still using fighter ones. They're still building fighter ones. I'm not sure what the thought is there, that those will get absolutely shredded in the air. They are building the tank destroyers, so they're going to be able to pierce the Germans.
I mean, we'll see. It depends on what the TD is, because if they're building a TD with a bad cannon, then no.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah, Japan's going to come in soon. I think Italy's just waiting for Japan to actually get in the war before they do anything.
They have the large cannon 1 on their TDs.
Oh my god,
for the
India's
Soviets.
so dead. And they even have 12 of their 40 divisions sitting in West Africa. You cannot afford that. They said they would not babysit India. Fair enough. But India is babysitting Africa when he can't even hold his own country. And he's sitting on the front line. This might be the fastest cap of an India we will see. He has 0 port garrisons. He has 0 stuff in training. Negative gun stockpile of 11,000 guns. This could be the quickest India cap we see.
I almost guarantee you they're protecting that because that's where all France's industry is. Free France.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to lose all of India's industry. Guess what? It's 3 times the size.
But Dankus, Free France has 128 factories and India's twice as big. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see this playing out well. Nobody's total mob on the Allies. Why are nobody total mob on the Allies?
Wait. Canada is, but they have no tanks, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
SAF's capped.
Like, we have gone through the... yeah, SAF is capped. Australia is the only one that shouldn't be total mob. And he's total mob! The UK still where you go. Yeah. Consistent. At least they're consistent, you know. France is war eco. Yeah. And India's war eco. Oh no. Is Germany still war eco? Don't tell me Germany's also. He's just switched to total mob. Yeah.
It was a while ago. I checked for you.
It was like late 40 we checked last time. So they
I
haven't
think
been
right
that
after you said that. Right after you said that, they did it.
Yeah, but it's still like a year too late. I don't know what all these decisions are, but probably funny in some way. Okay, well, 1 player in the Allied team is gone.
So Italy still has not set up D-Day wall. There are US divisions in England.
I'm not sure if they're gonna go for capping. Oh, they do have German tanks pulling up. Maybe they are gonna go for Belgian Congo as well to be able to kill France from the south there. Looks like it.
The industry in Madagascar, they built up Madagascar. I think unfortunately Free France has just got to die here, but I don't think India can hold out. They might make Japan work for it a little bit. They're holding a very conservative line right now.
Oh, yeah, they fell back.
Ignoring all the mountain tiles.
Yeah, they fell back. And they deleted the divisions in West Africa. Okay, that was needed. Wait. They didn't get any of the guns. I think they didn't get any of the guns.
Is that a bug or?
No, it's like they're getting raided in Africa, so it counts as encircled because he doesn't have a connection. I think he lost the guns because he was at a similar gun that he had. Okay, he has a bigger gun deficit now than compared to when he had 40 divisions. You know, so maybe he just improved the size of these divisions. Maybe that was it. But I think I'm not so sure.
Who is raiding down there? It's not Italy. Italy's raiding.
Germany.
Is Germany?
Mm-hmm.
Holy man. What a play. Yeah. So it looks like Italy has a naval invasion that's preparing for Gibraltar. Could we see a sea lion here? We'll see. So Italy has to take Gibraltar before they can sea lion. There's a decent defense of Gibraltar.
But actually, they don't. They could right now sea lion with the rule set.
Oh, really?
It's,
okay.
Either you need Gibraltar and the Suez, then you can do whenever, or it's either Suez or Gibraltar in 1941. So they could sea lion right now, in theory. But I'm not so sure they have anything ready for that. Nope. And I mean, they would need fleet out for that. That's kind of why you need Gibraltar, because Italy still can't get his fleet out since the Suez was blown. So that is kind of where the hardship begins. But I mean, they're actually having Green Navy on Arabian Sea. It's just hard to get it in Persian Gulf. But maybe they could get subs through. I'm not so sure. Yeah, they could, I think. Well, we don't actually see if the strait is.
So in 49 days, the Suez will be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not look like Germany has any interest in Barb right now.
Well, that would be consistent with Golden. But he's actually railwaying all of his tanks back up to Europe. So I would say probably he does have interest in Barb.
When does Golden usually Barb? June 42 or something? Or they led?
Yeah, but he's not allowed to. He has to Barb in 41 in this rule set. The Russia can also justify on him in August. So I mean, the Axis could be kind of cooked, you know. If they have nothing ready for Barb and Russia justifies, then you have issues. For sure.
See, this is what I'm saying about the Safari. I think you go down, like you said, cap South Africa, and then you get out as quickly as possible because you could still lose to the Soviets. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me to overstay.
Well, I mean, if you took SAF and then the Allies just push it back, then you did it for nothing. You kind of want to secure Africa for sure, but Italy should do that, or a tank miner. Germany should be back on Barb, yes. But as a team, you should always aim for getting all of Africa, basically.
Gotcha.
Because it minimizes what you need to garrison and also minimizes the amount of allied players in the game. If France loses all of his industry here, he's almost out of the game, basically. SAF being capped, he's out of the game. You know, like, you've kicked out 2 allied players then, out of 12. It's pretty big.
So Hungary's got two heavy anti-tank battalions in its infantry template here. This is going to be very interesting.
Wait, who is?
Romania, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Two heavy anti-tank and then 4 heavy artillery battalions.
Well, 46 piercing isn't going to go anywhere near if Russia did proper tank. And let's see. Big boss tank. He's going to pierce. He's going to pierce the big boss tank. Now we check out the other tank. Big guy boss. He's going to pierce that even more. Well then.
What's the idea here with the 28 combat width? Is that just a...
It's that he's going to fill it up with TDs later.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
Well, not quite. Because, well... Yeah. Well... Not even using all the module slots on the TD. What about the T-35? It's riveted armor. Well, see the template again? Big boss. This is like their finished tank. Reliability wise, it's fine. HP wise, it's terrible. I mean, it's not great, however. Stats wise, it's not great either. They kind of gotta pray, because they will get pierced as well. They have no breakthrough. The defense kind of meh. They have piercing, that's kind of it. The stats are not there. The stats are not there. Oh, that's Germany declaring. Does Germany even, like... Oh yeah, Germany does have divisions on the front line. I see. They just shat them out, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they just shat them out. Alrighty, then. So Barb has technically begun, but if I know Golden well... He's not going to be doing much on Barb for the first part of this. He never did the Reichskommissariats either. Huh. Interesting. Never did the Reichskommissariats. And he's kind of getting pushed out of here. Leopoldville they didn't even hold, so the Allies might be fine in Africa here for the first game in a long time. But I mean, yeah, India's getting cooked at the same time, so I'm not sure how much of a win that is. Yeah, Barb is not moving. Looks like they're just gonna set up Suez Canal repaired. And Japan was in the war now, right? So let's take a look at that. They're gonna be going for a lot of the rubber they won. Batavia, Sumatra, and the Philippines. And also gonna go for the US Islands, it looks like. And what are the Marines? The Marines seem pretty good. 470 soft and breakthrough. 53 org. Yep, this seems valid. Probably gonna be taking out both the US Islands instantly when they go. Actually, do they have anti-tank? They do. They have heavy anti-tank, in fact. Yeah, they are gonna be taking out the US Islands. Both of them. I would say. They have level 5 naval forts. No naval fortress, though. So... Whoa! The USA built up level 10 ports in Guam, and in Wake, and in Midway. Don't tell me he did it in Hawaii. He did it in Hawaii. And, dude, Japan has been port striking the US. Why does this pause? Oh. College crashed.
So USA is going for Japan mainland, maybe? Before the game, the Allies said that they wanted to go early D-Day.
Oh, really?
But I'm
I don't see how
questioning
they would
if
in this situation.
they probably had to change their plan.
Ah, there you go. One crash only so far. In this hot trade. Spear gives output? Yeah, he does. Show German template. How about you ask this when we're actually in game? Like, if you tell me something like this now, we do 5-minute hotshot, I'm not gonna remember after 5 minutes. I'll be real with you. I'll have read 50 other questions by then. Your message is gone. You are in game. Oh yeah, let me just right click on Germany. Oh, what? You can't because we're in a hotshot screen? That's crazy. Thank you so much. You know what? Timed out. Your name also. Right. I'm getting rage baited too much today. God. How about you read chat once in a while? Yeah, I read chat now, and I've banned 2 people in 30 seconds. That's what happens when I read chat. Like, I see the 2 most brain-dead messages back to back from 2 different people. Nicest dankest viewer interaction. Yeah, well, come on, they're actually rage baiting. There is no other reasoning. There cannot be any other reasoning.
How about a real question? Hey Dankus, why do players overload generals? Is there penalties reduced in mod?
No.
Thank you.
Penalty not reduced. I don't know, Coffee.
They just do it because the tanks matter and the generals don't matter, maybe?
They have 250
see you do that.
USA is producing Tonk. What is Tonk? It's M3 Lee. I don't know about that. He's licensed producing the Ram SPA. I don't know about that one. What is the Ram SPA? Is it good? You could have this yourself. It's smart with the fuel drums in a way to put it in an SPA, but I don't know, man. Yeah, Barb is not moving. They're doing scaling build Germany, which in this case I wouldn't do. Like, Russia's weak in this scenario. Let's say, yeah, they're about 100 mils behind what other people had by now on Russia. That is quite a difference.
Yeah, they're about 50 mils behind Germany right now.
Yeah, I mean, they should be having about 530 by now in August, 41.
Okay, Germany's going Totaler Krieg.
East India invasion. Well, we haven't seen any of that yet. There's no East India invasion. I mean, unless you mean this, as in walking in. They landed here, they landed here. They're gonna kill the Australians on the islands. They also landed in the Philippines. Gonna take that out. Are they going for the naval invasion? Oh, they are, and they look like they're gonna land pretty easily. Only 59% hardness. They only need the piercing then. Yeah, 19 armor. I see. So armor stacked SPA is kind of smart on SPGs, but doesn't work against Japan with Tora, and for the Emperor Spirit they have insane bonuses. First island gone, second island coming along quite rapidly here. Did the US core Hawaii? They did not. Okay, so they could be having severe issues with holding it then. But yeah, I wanted to check out how much happened here navally. Where's the Japanese carrier fleet? It is... Is it gone? Nope, one of them is here. And they have another one, right? Yeah, they have another one over here. Interesting. So let's take a looky-loo at what the US have here navally. Building a bunch. They're using 2 for repairing. Okay. And where are their ships? They're here. They had something in Hawaii before. They probably already repaired it though. Right? Yeah, probably. Well, the Japan would have to go to the US West Coast to bomb them, which is doable. It's definitely doable. Okay, wait, actually, we will see here. Do the Allies make the mistake the Allies do? The others do? They have not... Okay, so there's a very simple thing you can do. You can put 3 battleships on the coast of Venezuela, and then you can click a decision for 25 political power that makes Venezuela boycott, or like a embargo everybody on the Axis. That is a optimal thing to, so to speak, but they haven't done it. Japan is out of steel, which is quite impressive, considering they have so much. They're bombing out all the US escorts as well in the Java Sea. Yeah, they're using both their carriers for that. Wow. Sad for the US
UK is preparing to take back SAF.
SAF? Okay.
Yeah, UK is going to try to take it back.
Is there a garrison? There is a garrison. And the garrison looks pretty bad, actually. They're using anti-tank infantry to garrison the ports. Huh. Then I'm not so sure it'll actually hold. Where's all his units? He's using his marines on the front line in West Africa. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I would use them to invade Yemen. Like, Yemen was quite lightly defended, and then you could go out with your navy fully. Like, right now it's still stuck in the how do you say, the Mediterranean, as long as you haven't taken out Yemen. Because that is a strait. Okay, Romania's gonna be walking up in the south. Slightly at least. 70 mils, not the most we've seen. Yeah, he's even getting outbuilt by Bulgaria here. Interesting. Dude, I should stop scratching my stomach. Holy shit. I don't know why, but it's itching. Oh, okay. Germany preparing Marines. Well, it's fair game, to be honest. What does Russia have here? Well, this should be enough to hold. Oh, they have no general on it. It's actually not that good inf. They have level 5 naval fort though, so I mean it should be fine, right? Okay, it's sad that the Allies lost Africa, otherwise they could be doing these focuses that are really good, but and they have not done enough propagandas by far. If they did it optimally, around November is when you can click this focus. But they are like over a year away from that, I would say. Over a year away. Oh yeah, way over a year actually. It's like 2 years away. If they're doing it at the rate they were. Are they
Is Germany allowed to naval invade, Barb?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like they're doing that. And Italy actually is defending South Africa.
Yeah, we saw that. Take a look at the US. What is their plan? They're doing wartime industry. They picked total mobile already. And they have the Civ guy still on the US. They still have the Civ guy. And they're building rubber. Okie dokie. I guess because they're going to lose all of it. That's fair enough. But, I would have pre-built the rubber. Like, right now you're on total mob. You want to build mills, you know? The best equal law. If you weren't planning on holding it anyhow, you might have pre-built rubber, to be honest. Okay, yeah, the US lost a lot of their mechanized garrisons. Actually, all of them they lost. They have converted one over here. It's inexperienced and such. They have the M4 Sherman now. Do they have the cannon? They do not have the cannon.
All right, Germany has naval invaded, Barb.
Oh, really? It has happened.
It is happening.
Oh, wow. And they have moved up some tanks that are getting pushed by infantry. This is what I said when I said the Russian tanks aren't very good. They're getting pushed by infantry. And Riga is falling as well.
Oh my god. This might be really quick.
I mean, it's just the Baltics. It's not Soviet core territory, and in theory they could lose 1 million men and be fine. The Axis are like not moving up whatsoever. They're starting to move up now, but I don't know why they waited for so long, to be honest. Maybe they want to overwhelm Russia all at once with these invasions and such. Oh, they killed 3 German Marines with raiding though. They did actually do that, so That's pretty good for them.
Would
Make
you
use
call
of their
in
navy.
Finland after the Baltics are done?
I would call him Finland a long time ago. I mean, Finland could take Leningrad as its own. I don't know why he's not.
I mean, Finland's sitting there. They could really do some damage right now and apply pressure.
Yeah, I know. Pretty good. Dude, he could go in. He could go in. He just doesn't have great stats. He has 200 soft. Usually you see like 500 soft divisions on Finland, but fine. Yeah. Russia got kinda cooked in the Baltics. Not gonna lie. 60 armor on the German tanks. Pretty good.
Kiev has fallen.
Pretty damn good. They're using heli lodges as well. 60
Come
armor is
on.
pretty fucking good. What are those?
Bring in Finland and this would go real fast.
Yeah. Let me see the stats of the German tanks. 59 armor it says in the template. Are they licensed producing anything that makes it 60?
Japan is full focusing the US and ignoring the Raj.
59 armor. How was it higher than? It's 41 now because they don't have fuel, but 59, yeah, okay, so it's 59 armor. That's really high armor for a medium. It looks worth it. I mean, Russia doesn't pierce. Russian heavy tanks don't pierce, I think. Yeah, Russian heavy tanks don't pierce German medium tanks. I think Russia did not cook with these heavy tanks, man. I really don't think so. They can click Pskov here on the axis and they have that supply hub. Oh well. We'll see. Italy, nope, not building his own air. Walking up to the marshes as well.
Maybe Russia wasn't familiar with the mod because they never upgraded the heavy tank.
They play this mod. This is their mod. Like.
Okay, and that's not it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because
They
the only
don't
way
play
to get
that
extra
often.
armor.
They don't play that often. Like. They don't play. How do you say weekly per se? They play like monthly rather, and they're playing in a more chill environment usually. Like they all know each other kind of. I met them last year, and I'll go there and meet them again this year if I'm able. It was really fun. Like they're really chill people. But I wouldn't say the competitive aspect is the top priority of their server. Yeah, D-Day would definitely be needed right now for them to survive, that's for sure. They are losing tank after tank here. Every like tile is getting encircled.
Germany building supply hubs instead of just rails in the Baltics.
Yeah, he doesn't even need them anymore. I think he built them, started building them, and then they just advanced, you know? And then he doesn't have anybody microing the construction line. Like, they're getting enough supply hubs over here. Getting all the supply hubs. Finland's now moving up. Let's see here. Does he have heavy arty mountaineers? No, rocket arty, okay. Not exactly the city killers, but Russia's falling back from the supply hubs in the front, actually. Veliki Luki is being abandoned, which is like usually the most hard fought one that you fight for. They're even falling back with some in from Vitebsk and such. Interesting. They have the T-34s in the south, I see, and the T-34s are slightly better. They still don't pierce German tanks though.
This is the thing that I don't get, like, the Soviets built up all these fighter ones and they're getting absolutely destroyed 8-1 in the air. Like, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're just wasting all that IC, you're wasting all that manpower.
I mean, manpower on
Okay,
the Soviets.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, definitely the IC though. Like, they don't have tanks that can pierce the German tanks even. The IC could have been invested elsewhere, so to speak. Definitely.
I truly think that they were not familiar or they forgot about this mod.
Forgot about the mod.
Well, to build heavy ones instead of upgrading, like, it makes no sense for this mod.
Yeah. they're going for Leningrad without fuel on the German tanks. So Russia will hold on slightly longer. Up there, yeah, I should just go for this tile with inf and then they get it. Sure.
Yeah, there are no stats on the German tanks right there. It's all cast damage.
Yeah, they have no fuel, so it's unlucky for them. At least on the very left tile, they had no fuel. They're refueling up their tanks now, though. They have 9k fuel capacity. It's a really good amount.
They're almost done with their supply hubs, but they're not building the infrastructure up.
Germany only had 13 tanks per barb. I mean, in theory, like we've seen a lot of Russians who pull up to barb with like, I don't know, 18, 20 heavy tanks that are unpierceable and would pierce these German tanks. So I mean, this could have been a very different situation. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Russia now did the defend Leningrad focus, but it's still gonna fall very soon, I believe. They have no commander on them. They also have no supply. Is the most major factor here. It's a big issue for them.
So the remaining inf actually partially pierces the Soviet tanks.
I mean, I think all the Axis nations pierce the Soviet tanks. Not like German infantry. Actually, no, they do. They have heavy A. Heavy A provides 16.7 piercing, and if we check the Soviet heavy tanks here, 16.7. Oh, 16.6 armor. Even German infantry without anti-tank pierces the Soviet heavy tanks.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. And they're getting pretty deep in the north right now. We'll see what Russia does against it. I would still give this Russia at least another year in terms of like survival. They're doing the Road of Life focus. I would be doing defend Moscow, probably. Road of Life isn't bad. At least they could soon click the Order 227 here. Once they have 25% surrender progress, they could get 25% defense. And that's very soon. As soon as they lose Leningrad, actually, they could click it. So that's a very good focus. Yeah, decision, I meant. Yeah, Leningrad about to fall here.
Japan's island hopping, and their air is getting cooked over India.
Japan's air is getting cooked?
Yeah. At least I think. Did I read that right?
Yeah, in that Baird air zone, because USA has heavy fighters fighting normal fighters. It's to be expected. It is to be expected. I mean, Japan not going heavy fighters, I think, is their biggest issue, to be honest. Alright, let's go back here. Germany about to get Leningrad. Here in a second they have it. Boom. Russia right now needs to pay attention and click Order 227. 25% core defense would help them majorly. Majorly. Imagine on all the tiles, 25% extra modifier for defense. That'd be huge. Okay.
Don't get triggered. UK is still on war economy.
I gave up on that. Yeah. Russia might be lucky and push out the Gomel. Yeah. They're using their T-34s here for it. The T-34s are the only thing that can actually push in Russia. Like, everything else I would say is kind of cooked. Like, their heavies get pushed and can't push. So, yeah. They also gave up the south, as in everything in front of the river. We have a pause. Did somebody crash? I don't see a crash. Towns paused. What is he playing? Towns was, I think, Italy co-op, no? Yep, Italy co-op. It's here. Zoomer is dead. What is Zoomer? 30 February for February. Oh, now he caught up. I see. Alright, that was just a momentary lag, I guess. Bulgaria is now in the mix here. Somebody did ask me to show Bulgaria's template, so I'll do that real quick. India crashed. I'm gonna have to pause. Okay, this is Bulgaria's template. Looks fine, I guess. I mean, it's fast, that's for sure. 7 kilometers an hour. Did he even have... Oh, he did have motorized recon. There you go. Need superior firepower. Makes sense for this division. Alright, India crashed. Not sure why he crashed, but we'll wait for him to come back in. Hey, it's not even the mod's fault this time. India is like out of a Discord, like even I think his internet went out or something. What? I mean, he's Steam in Discord, but apparently he's not responsive. So that is not a mod issue. Yay! All right, he's coming now. I mean, Furry, I don't think Russia has time to do that. You need to do the build before Barb, you know, like, it's too late at Barb to do any major changes to the build, you know? At least I would say. I'd say it's a bit too late at that point.
Order 227 still not clicked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, they have a pause here. They could go around looking at the build and be like, oh shit, 25% core defense. That would help us. For 2 years, we would have 25% core. No, they're doing the focus, and that removes the ability to do that click. So if they click it first and then do that, it's perfect. If they just click the decision, it's perfect for them. Wait. Let me check the rules. I have a rule question from the UK. No UK fleet in Asia until either Australia or India has capitulated, and no US fleet in Med until 1942. No. No. Was Russia getting pounded so bad? I mean, they invested their IC into stuff that gets clicked by infantry. Basically. They have tanks that get like literally outstatted by infantry and clicked by infantry. They have tanks that don't pierce tanks, and they have tanks that get pierced by infantry without anti-tank. So...
Could this helicopter build be the new meta? Seems to be working
helicopter
out.
Build, I wouldn't call it. But I mean, armor build on Germany. But with so few tanks on Germany, I think Russia, who had like 20 tanks by June, and like Russia with that production that I'm talking about would have like 30 heavies by now at least. I don't think Golden's Germany, even with these tanks, can roll that. I'm not so sure.
I think this is a good example of why you don't split your production. Do you ever go heavies and mediums at the same time, or do you just focus on one?
You focus on one.
Yeah.
Like on Germany, you could do it like you could go mediums until you have the heavy, for example, right? But that's like because you need tanks before you get the heavy, kind of. Whereas I don't know, like. Russia doesn't really want to have anything for Barb that isn't gonna be clicking German tanks. Everything you've produced up until that point needs to be, like, maximized towards being able to survive, you know? And the tanks they have are not maximized towards being able to survive. You need as much of the good tanks as possible. They're still producing old tanks.
I mean, it seems like a roach strategy would be better than this because the heavy tank divisions aren't doing anything that an infantry division couldn't do.
Exactly. That is kind of true. Like, they don't pierce, and they get pushed. So, I mean, it's, yeah, kind of. It's just an expensive roach inf, we could see it as. That they're having. Okay, they're pushing a bit in the south now. Not sure how that's gonna go, but we'll see. Soviet tanks are very slow down there. It's mostly because of the snow and such. 7.1 kilometers per hour tanks though. So they're supposed to be fast. They're just not.
We'll say Germany only has like 300 CAS on bar. They have some tax, but they only have 300 CAS. This is a little light. You want 200 in each air zone, right? $96 in stockpile.
96 what?
They have 96 CAS in stockpile. I think they underproduced CAS a little bit. Well, they got 20 on CAS.
Yeah, 20 is not that high. But I guess he wants to maximize the other equipment. Germany's mill count is not that high. I just want to say, like, if we actually go on Germany right now. Oh yeah, Germany is 15% stats against Russia just from intel advantage, by the way. They have 100% army intel on Russia. Russia's 0% army intel on Germany. 0%. So if you check the battle here, 15% stats from intel advantage alone. Like, that's huge. But yeah, Germany's mill count here is 579. So he has started catching up somewhat to what the other Germany's had. He's more focused on building up supply in airports though, like throughout the game.
US is completely left UK home island. I think they're defending against Japan. High Castle. Japan's looking to go for Honolulu.
Yeah. US has some divisions on the west coast, but not much. They're training 6 tanks as well. USA has some Marines ready to go for Vichy. Oh, they just declared on Vichy, so I guess that's what he's gonna be going for. He also has 20 infantry in West Africa, actually. Getting pushed right now by Italy as well, so they're gonna have to pull Italy here. What does Italy actually have for that? He doesn't have much, right? I mean, he could pull the infantry from Italy, to be honest, and just pull those into Vichy. That'd be fine. Oh god, Romania does not have a lot of divisions per tile. That will not hold. Dear god.
I'm not very impressed with the D-Day wall so far, but Italy has a lot invested into Africa.
That is true. This D-Day wall is like non-existent. Imagine a D-Day build. Imagine a D-Day build versus this Germany. It would have been cooked.
Yeah, we already know what you do in this situation. You would just go straight up D-Day, right?
Dude, I would have 120 German like divisions as the US in like occupying France right now, including like 20 medium tanks. This is a very weak D-Day wall. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's definitely like honestly, the game is not over. Russia hasn't completely collapsed. They're actually, believe it or not, this Russia is fine right now. They're fine right now. The Axis are pushing so slowly that Russia is fine. They could, of course, make some major pockets and such, but Russia doesn't cap until behind the Urals, chat. You just need to know that. Germany has annexed... Okay. Let me go back on the US here. Germany has annexed... Wait, they haven't landed yet. I see. They're going for the invasion on Casablanca. Germany annexed Vichy, which I really don't agree with. Okay, yeah, that's landing. That's landing. Oh yeah, that's landing. Italy just lost Casablanca, so he's gonna be screaming for help from somebody. So that's well, that's Barb relieved, at least. That's very good for them. The UK has a bunch of divisions here. France has a bunch. What's this? India?
Free France.
India has infantry as well. Okay. Yeah, India still has inf in West Africa for some reason. Oh, he's doing the Delhi line. He's actually about to capitulate. Like, he has gotten majorly pushed by Japan here. Unlucky. And the Allies have lost most of the rubber. Not all of it. I think the US built enough rubber in time here. Yeah, he's built 5,000 rubber already. And he's converting civs to mills, which is the right decision, but only 400 mills right now in the US. That's not enough. And he has gotten rid of the civ guy. But he doesn't have a mill guy. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. He has no military advisors either on the US.
God, where did all of his political power go?
I said that day one, USA will not have any PP if he does all of these researches with his mules. And he continuously did them throughout the game. And what happened? He had no PP. So, no PP, chat. No PP. But I mean, it was quite an easy prediction. It's been the same for every US that uses all their meals day one. Like, and it continuously uses them out the game. Like, you have no PP for that on the US. You cannot. Okay, Allied invasion of West Africa. They landed some UK heavy tanks as well. They have not improved in stats since the battle for El Alamein. Alright. They have 40 on the heavy. What heavy are the UK producing? Let's take a look. Is it still the Matilda? It's still the Matilda. Is the Matilda improved whatsoever? Nope. It is still this Matilda. Alright, well. Each to their own. I don't think the UK is aware that he could go more dockyards on these destroyers and shit. But hey.
He went MIO with heart attack and piercing, unfortunately. There's no tanks in Africa to utilize that.
Yeah. Oh, he clicked extra supplies and he has fuel drums. So he has quite a bit of fuel in his tanks to be able to snake with against Italy. Nobody's pinning though. Italy's getting out of here. Yeah. The Allies are going to be able to grab a lot of parts of West Africa here. That's really good for them. And building up the airports could mean they hold here quite easily in Maghreb. Which means getting them out of there when you're in a red air situation for the Axis could be hard. But if German tanks pull up, I think they got it. Okay, let's see here. The battle for Moscow. The battle for Moscow. Okay, it's empty. Moscow's empty. Have they done defend Moscow? They have not done defend Moscow. Jesus.
I don't see any pillboxes.
They have not done the focus defend Moscow. You get a lot of divisions for free doing that. Russia still doesn't pierce the German tanks. 56 armor here, but they only have 37 piercing and 36 piercing. Yeah. Yeah. They have 47 piercing in the tank with TDs. That's still quite far from enough, to be honest. They did click to order 227, so they have 25% extra defense. That is definitely going to be a saving grace for this Russia. But they have a pretty empty front line, and they got majorly encircled in the south as well. It's really bad for them. It's really bad for them. And they're getting snaked around now. Jesus. That's some tanks lost as well. And losing more and more tanks here. Every click. Wow.
Germany's building up the supply hubs and went back to the supply hub company.
I love Golden. I love Golden.
I think I'd rather just go rails, wouldn't you? It looks like someone's building rails.
You should have somebody building supply hubs and rails, but it shouldn't be Germany, ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no defend Moscow still. That's 10% attack and core, like attack and defense you get, and local supplies 100%, and a bunch of pillboxes, of course. And you get 30 divisions. But it's too late to do it now, basically. I mean, Moscow's gonna fall in a sec. Dear God. I mean, they did first wave mobilization at least, eh? But they just already got Yaroslavl. That means they're gonna have full supply for this push. Yeah, like the next supply is not that far away. It's Vologda. And after Vologda, the Soviets have no supply up here. Just keep pushing, kinda. Yeah. Okay, Moscow is about to fall. Again, No pillboxes, no forts, just a metropolis tile that's delaying the inevitable doom of Moscow. They could have clicked defend Moscow for so long though, I don't get it. And
Soviet
looking at their
losses,
production,
2.5 mil.
looking at their production, yeah, they built right around Moscow is where they built all their mills.
You did say it was aggressive first before the game started.
Yeah, they've already lost 100 mills on Russia.
Dude, look at the production for the Soviets.
Empty. Like,
they're not like producing anything.
Well, on the bottom, they're producing. Well, they're out of resources for tanks and such. Dear God, yeah.
Negative 3,000 steel.
2,000 now only. They lost some mills, so they need less. You know, the production becomes better the more mills they lose because they need less resources. You know. Gotta look at the positives. Gotta look at the positives. They have given over about 100 mills to the Germans, though. That is not optimal. And
they're just not looking. They should be able to trade.
So much good focuses to defend Stalingrad. They could do at least like. Okay, the south also got overrun. Look at the south. Wow. Yeah, Spain here is going wild with the Fanta in the south. Oh, Spain got encircled with a tank, but I think he's gonna get out. Yeah, he's out. Alright. Follow Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor just fell?
It's not looking great for the Allies. I did say if I was a betting man and I had to bet money on this game, it wasn't gonna look good from the prep of the Allies. And now we saw the execution.
You did. I'll back you up on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that means Hawaii's dead, and then I guess West Coast is next for Japan. I mean, they have killed India, basically. So one of the Japans could focus on killing Australia, while the other one go, like with the India army, they could go to Australia, while the other one goes for the US. Or they just all in on the US. That could also be a good play. Like, USA then has no chance of making a D-Day happen. Yeah, probably that's the play.
Okay, Raj is almost dead.
Why is Finland in the center of Russia? Like, okay. I mean, yeah, he just moved this army from the north in Finland to all be in the center, I guess. He's just gonna help the Axis micro here and pull off some pockets, I guess. I mean, he got pocketed right now, but he at least took away the supply from the Soviets. So, if they just walk up, take that one, Soviets are actually gonna lose mediums here if they do that, probably.
Yeah, why are they in the south?
Here, oh my god, there's gonna be such a huge pocket here around Moscow. They're doing defend Stalingrad right now. They did do defend Moscow, but all of that was for nothing, kind of. They can also do divert all Far Eastern reserves in a second. That is a lot of spawning in, at least.
I think Finland could move up some more divisions here. They're playing way too passive.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna probably, yeah, they encircled the Russian T-34s in the south, and then it's empty. Stalingrad is literally empty. There's nothing, yeah.
Nothing.
God.
Soviet losses, almost 4 mil.
Yeah, 3.5. Axis has lost 700k in total throughout all of World War II.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see High Castle incoming. Nope, they're going for other southern islands for some reason. USA is preparing for its own defense.
Again, though, they're just going to lose the game if they do that, because, I mean, the Axis are... First of all, yep, imminent Axis victory. 321 days. The Allies need to take 2 VPs to stop the counter. And Stalingrad's about to fall, so that then their Allies are going to need to take 3 VPs to stop the counter. They did do defense Stalingrad, so the units are out. They just don't have any manpower on them. Unlucky. Yeah, wow, and they're losing all the rest of their heavies here. Russia are down to their last 2 tanks, and they're the heavy tanks without equipment that don't pierce. 200 soft, 270 hard. 19 armor, 35.8 piercing, and they're about to lose them. It feels so mean, you know, to kill off the last two that that can't push anyhow, you know? The two tanks that cannot do anything no matter what. Aww, they got overrun.
The Allies
as well.
are focusing North Africa right now, doing naval invasions. I don't know. I don't think that wins the game for them.
Russia's down to 50 divisions. 50 divisions. 47. I mean, this is a crazy division count. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is an absolute bonkers division count. And I can guarantee you they're gonna lose way more. Like 40 of their divisions are all in Stalingrad, just sitting there.
Oh,
40
man.
out of the 47 Russian units are sitting in Stalingrad. Actually, they have a lot of divisions they haven't assigned. They have 21 units. So the real number of divisions in Russia is 68. But yeah.
But they have plenty of resources now.
They have plenty of
They are
resources
not resource capped.
They're just down to half the mill count they had. Yeah.
This is good.
This is positive. This is forward thinking. Forwards thinking Soviets is what we like to see.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 more months. Germany snakes to Chelyabinsk. We're done. How about Japan declares on the Soviets?
I mean, then it's even
Raj
more
is
over,
done.
but they need Australia as well.
Oh, they need Australia before they can declare?
Yeah. Which I don't think will happen before Russia is already capped, I think, at this rate. Like, at this rate, yeah. I think Russia is capped before Australia. No matter how much effort Japan puts into killing Australia, I don't think they can cap it faster than Russia's capping. So they should focus their energies elsewhere, to be honest. I mean, they wouldn't need to invade Russia now, so to speak. Russia didn't build industry behind the Urals, really. So there's no real reason to go in except for making them cap faster, which is like, yeah, it's good, but I think a US invasion would win the game more from Japan. Or killing Australia as well would be pretty huge, to be honest. Russia deployed 5 legions in 0 supply area.
Yeah. Well, I think the Axis played it pretty well, like pretty even, but the Allies, I think, needed to be more aggressive when things went wrong and focus their strategy on a certain part of the map and not like, I don't think North Africa does anything. USA, like defending USA mainland doesn't do anything. Australia, holding Australia, I guess it kind of saves it a little bit, but...
Yeah, I mean, it at least saves Russia from an invasion that Australia's alive. But Russia is getting invaded already, so to speak.
Dude, the Soviet steppe is barren of anyone. No one lives there anymore.
Yeah, they just did the focus that spawned in a bunch of shit, but I don't think that's enough. They are not having a lot of stuff out. Neither are they gonna get much more out. It's quite a red stockpile I'm seeing here. Quite a red stockpile. Now Stalingrad falls, and that's full of industry as well. Yeah, it's falling very quickly, and there's not even CAS in the battle. Like, they don't even have CAS, and they're just rapidly taking Stalingrad here. That's another 38 divisions? 30... Oh, well, I can't even see now. But yeah, it's a lot more men dead. We'll see after this bucket how many casualties Russia have. It'll be quite fun to watch. Alright, Russia's up to 4.8 million casualties. Yeah. Unlucky. Russia's walking back their tanks here, yeah. Through the deserts. Actually taking quite a bit of attrition. Walking through the desert.
Germany would cap them faster if they built rails. Like, they're not building rails into the interior.
Oh. Yeah. Russia's easily gonna have lost 5 million here in August. About a year into Barb, they have lost 5 million men. I don't think they survive much of... Yeah, I said I give Russia another year because they looked fine in late 41. I don't think that was a true statement. I don't think they survived until 43 here. Like, they got absolutely collapsed, and there's no allied pressure right now except for the West Africa thingy, which is not gonna cut it. Like, Russia caps now, even with the... I think all the German tanks pulled to D-Day wall, Russia still caps. There's just nothing they have. They don't have enough stuff out.
Yeah. Just walk the infantry up.
Yeah, literally. I mean, Russia will cap soon enough.
And US invades Norway.
Hmm. The north of Norway? Or, oh, there. I see. Okay, well, it was empty, so I mean... Actually, there are 5 German tanks sitting in Oslo that are right now coming for the US's ass. So... yeah... And these are the same 60 armor tanks that have been obliterating Russia. Only these are untrained, for sure. But they're still 60 armor tanks versus... Do we see anti-tank in these US divisions? We do not see any anti-tank in these US divisions.
But they have SPAA.
They have SPA. That's great. I think it's safe to say they're going to get cooked. You will use these 3 Marines here. These 3 should get out if he just retreats them. Does he retreat them? I don't think... No, he does not retreat them out. So he loses all 6.
Come on. The Axis is building mills. Just build supply. Get it over with.
Get it over with. Yeah, I mean, now all you need is supply to be able to finish Russia off here, and you have enough economy here. Like, Russia built over 100 mills for you. Like, if we check here in Germany, they have conquered... yeah, well over 200 mils from Russia already. So, and that's just checking Germany. I think even Romania caught some. No, actually, they didn't build in the south. They built where Germany has it. But yeah, Germany has gotten well over 200 mils here that Russia built, which is very unfortunate for the Allies. And Russia. It's very unfortunate for Russia as well. And they retook Ufa. And now they're walking out of it. Alright. Wait, why don't you walk in then, Germany? Alright. Well,
Germany never converted their civs to mills.
Yeah, Golden likes to scale on Germany, so to speak. Did he make the new cannon on the tank, is the question. Panzer IV chassis. He did not. He never upgraded to the improved medium cannon. I guess because it would make his tank slower? I don't know. I actually don't know. It's just the cannon. Yeah, I mean... No, I don't know. It would add 6.4 soft and 6.9 hard attack. Base per battalion, so it's like... It's more like 50 soft and hard you're adding to your template's base stats, which is amazing. And right now his base stats are still quite good. 612 soft, 450. So it would be like 660 soft, 500 hard, instead of 612, 450. Ish.
Japan is now
Germany
finishing off. They do?
No anti-tank,
Okay.
let me guess. Oh, actually, anti-tank, 38 piercing. That is a shy number of 60. AK not gonna help. Well, Germans got a round back just before the Soviets got in there, and they have a very Axis air-dominated air zone. So I don't think the Allies will be getting too much air in there anytime soon. Also fighting over the Western Med right now. US has some tanks out, although they are 480 soft attack, 350 hard attack. Again, actually half the stats of what you should have on the tanks on the US right now.
So what ends this game? If Soviets cap, that ends the game?
If they call it, it ends the game. And if the VP system wins for the Axis, they also win the game. So 224 days is the latest it could end right now if the Allies don't start retaking stuff. So you could, quote-unquote, make a comeback, but it's very hard. If you want to give up once Russia's capped, or even now you could, right? But, of course, then you are out of the tournament. So that's unlucky. Oh, Germany just got Shebliansk. And he's going to snake all the way for the next supply hub.
So the loser of this game is out of the tournament?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They would need to go for the Arkhangelsk supply hub, or the port. It's also 5 VPs. That's very good for Germany to get. Russia is how close to capping? 92%. So Arkhangelsk should bring it to 93 or something, and then they just take all the empty tiles up there as well. That's like 95-ish, and then, well, once they have Sverdlovsk and a bunch of other small VPs here, Russia caps. Nothing really more to it. 94% already, and without Arkhangelsk. So I think that if they took everything up here, it could be like 96, 97. They did get encircled in Shevlyansk. That's not optimal gameplay. But they're getting out. Yeah. They are getting out. And they're encircling more Russian tanks, I think, here. In the mountains of the Urals. Amazing to see. Amazing. Eastern Maghreb invasion. Okay, so
Finland could have already taken the north. I guess they just needed help in the center.
Well, he still could take the north, I feel like.
Just very passive.
Yeah. They're building up supply hubs behind, like, yeah, they already, again, Germany, actually, they're building one supply hub up there in Kalagopol. So they're preparing supply to go push the Soviets out of Arkhangelsk, basically. Yeah, they look fine to get the Soviets here. 95%.
Does not look like Japan still. It looks like they're going for New Zealand next and ignoring High Castle for now.
Okay.
And they're taking the islands out around Australia to the west.
Oh yeah, they might go for helping the Axis in D-Day, actually. If they island hop all the way to D-Day, they could have their navy in the Channel. Or in West Africa, perhaps. They could take Gibraltar from the west side, to be honest. That would be an amazing, funny play. That would be a BOBG type play, so it would be fun to see them do that. That is an actual BOBG thing to do, taking Gibraltar from the west. What's the Japan/US naval count? Let's take a look at Japan real quick. Japan is sitting at 273 ships, 38 carriers. Damn. Did they?
38.
Wait a minute. Did Japan lose navy? Japan might have lost navy. They have a lot of light cruisers, 97. Okay, they have 97 light cruisers that are light cruiser 3s or 4s. That's amazing. And they have 8 super heavy battleships. So I don't think they lost navy. Let's take a look at the
No, I don't think so.
232 ships. Yikes, USA has lost navy. Never mind. Yeah, USA has definitely lost navy. He has his starting fleet plus 34 light cruiser 3s. I think Italy has a bigger fleet right now, even.
What happened to the US super heavies?
Yeah, they got lost. I mean, I could check the naval log here. Equipment details. Well, no, naval log. Current month, so it wasn't this month they lost it. It was current year, though, yeah. They killed 3 Japanese ships for losing 133 American ships. That's quite a list. That is quite a list. Well, that's unfortunate.
Soviets are 90% to cap.
Yeah, they oh God. They lost all their super heavy battleships as well. They're losing a bunch of convoys as well.
The Allied new idea is to D-Day from the south.
How? Is it? I don't see that working out very well for them, to be honest. Yeah, Soviets is about to cap 98%. And I think Arkhangelsk, yeah, that was a big contributor, but Germany's getting deep into Russia right now. They just need to get a few more small VPs here and there, and then yeah, empty tiles should also do a lot of the trick. Like, I would just walk into all the empty tiles of Russia right now. It does help bring the cap closer. 98.
It does look like Italy lost their navy.
Wait, what? Really
I only
now?
see, like, yeah, there's only 50 DDs, 50 CLs, 14 BBs.
They have a lot of... Okay, light cruisers, they don't have that. Actually, they have 18 light cruiser 4s. And a bunch of light cruiser 3s. And then 8 battleship 3s. No, they have like a full fleet, I would say. I think Italy has a full fleet.
They just lost their old navy, maybe.
I would say so, yeah. But they also have a damaged fleet, so you're right. There was a naval engagement that you're right about. But they're... yeah, no, they have their full new fleet. It's just the old fleet got engaged in, I guess, not killed, but very damaged. So yeah, they're just snaking out into all the tiles in Russia right now, and it should cap.
They're almost to Mongolia.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. But it's just because they didn't take the empty tiles in front. 99%. We will see a Russia cap any second now. Unfortunate for Russia. Unfortunate. That's impassable, yeah. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Okay.
It is Romania LARPing
Allies
right now.
have called it. Allies have called it. All right. So, congratulations, BOBG, on their supreme victory. Supreme victory. I mean, that was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. Golden actually did some pretty good tanks. I think if I played Russia in a BOBG game, I would struggle versus those tanks. Honestly. Like, those 59 armor on medium tanks is like... I don't think Russia gets 59. I know you can theoretically get it, but I wouldn't be ready for it. Like, I wouldn't have the piercing module on my tanks, because I wouldn't expect Golden to do 59 armor medium tanks, you know?
Would you go heavies against that?
Yeah. Right. If I don't do air, I do heavies, and then it's like, yeah, you do heavies if you don't do air. An Inf Roach would probably also be pretty decent. Like, I played an Inf Roach versus that build. I hopped in as a co-op with the Sciencer, a player on the server. And Golden did this basically exact build, where he had pretty good tanks versus a Roach Russia. Just on pause 2 hours. Okay, they want to do like Greater German Reich or what? I don't know what they wanted to unpause for.
I don't know. For this Soviet player, I think they should have just roached. I think it would have been a lot easier for them. I think they would have done a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, they would have held longer, but again, December 42, there should be a D-Day by now. Like, at this point, it's not the Soviets' fault. There should have been a D-Day mid-42. If not January 42, why not? Why not D-Day January 42? Like, I don't know. But it is what it is. The Allies did lose a lot pre-Barb. Lost 3 mil almost pre-Barb, and now their casualty count is sitting at 6 million almost. Yeah, I mean, the Allies are not D-Day-able ready, so to speak. But boys, I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.